Welcome to the Gray Area. The Gray Area Media. We've obligated ourselves to be the voice for all communities, speaking on topics that include community, religion, education, politics, technology, sports, health, and wellness. The Gray Area Media is a platform created by longtime friends for the sole purpose of providing our communities with the ability to voice current, past, and modern-day issues. The Gray Area and its naming significance solely speaks to the area in which people shy away from speaking because of media-based constraints or contractual-based obligations. Well, I'm here to tell you, we don't do that here. So please, stay tuned in. We're going to go live in a few minutes. Don't forget, please add us as a friend on Facebook so that you can follow our live feed. And not only that, please add us on Twitter and Instagram at The Gray Area Media. Please visit our website at www.thegrayareamedialive.com. Thank you. We're live right now. How y'all doing out there, Facebook? It's your boy, Ray E.
It's your boy, P. Wills. What's happening?
And this is The Gray Area. We got some very special guests for you guys today. We got a guy who's been on here several times already. You guys know who he is, Alonzo Miles. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Just sitting there relaxing with the homie J. Deezy.
Okay. And my guy, Jermaine Dearman. How you doing, man?
Hey, good. How you doing?
Hey, man,
Thanks
call
for
this
having us
dude
on the
JD,
show.
man. Call this dude JD.
Yeah, my name is Jermaine Dearman, man. Everybody knows me as JD.
JD.
I took down a lot of bodies on the court, man.
Bodies.
All they saw was JD when I was swinging on the rim. You know what I'm saying? So
Big game, Jermaine.
Big game.
Yeah, pro ball player.
He was.
Yes, sir.
Sweet 16.
Southern Illinois.
Yep.
Reality TV show.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I seen that. You was on a reality TV show. You bagged you a honey on there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I had an unbelievable run as far as some opportunities that basketball was presented for me.
Yeah.
I'm from the inner city. So I went to Warren Central. I played middle school ball at Stony Brook, where I met this guy, Patrick Williams. That was my shooting guard, man. He could shoot the lights out even back then when we was kids.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's just his mouth kind of got him in trouble with the coach. But
Oh, my God,
if it
man.
weren't for that, maybe he would have been in the NBA. I don't know.
Listen.
Who knows?
Listen, man. Hey, look. Okay, let's bring that up then. How did I get kicked off the team? JD,
Well,
you tell your side.
Everybody's memory gets a little bit cloudy as we get older. But from what I remember is, back then I kind of grew a little bit faster than what the normal person would. So I was a little uncoordinated.
So in 8th grade, 8th grade, you was 6'2"?
Yeah, I was like 6'2", 6'3", something like that. And
He was a mountain.
Yeah, we had a pretty good squad, though. I mean, we had some local guys that was there. Matt Thompson, who's the assistant coach at Addicts.
Okay.
Shout out to Matt.
Shout out to Matt. Shout out to Addicts. Chris Hawk on the championship this year. But that was our teammate back then. Because, I played baseball, basketball, and football. So me and Matt played football and basketball at Stony Brook, which is where we met Pat.
Okay.
And, I just kind of grew tall really quick. Like,
Okay.
In the span of one summer, I grew like 5 inches. Damn. So I was good. I have good days, and then some days I was bad. It just depend on,
For sure.
how the game went. I was just coming into my own. So this particular day, I guess it was one of my bad days. Let's just say that. Still had the goggles, the old school rec specs.
Yeah.
You got looking like Kareem?
Looking like a young Horace Grant.
Yeah, man.
But
With
anyway,
the Daisy Duke shorts on.
I don't know about that part, man.
You remember?
that part.
You remember the shorts.
They was a little up there, but anyway, we ended up having some game. I don't know where we played against. I'm pretty sure Pat knows a little
Carmel
bit more
Clay,
than I did.
because we got smashed by Carmel Clay.
He's going to remember that part. All I know is we lost, and as kids, you really just now starting to understand the fundamentals of basketball and
For sure.
what it means to be a part of a team. So
For sure.
you kind of let the emotions get the best of you when you're kids. So
Right.
didn't really know how to handle it. We were at lunch the next day, and Pat wants to call me out for the way that I played the night before. Because, of course, I was the captain of the team, and I was one of the biggest on the team. And, so I was already mad at myself. I take everything to heart because I'm a competitor.
Right.
So whatever he said to me at lunch the next day kind of set me off. And he was upset, and some words got said, and I got in my feelings. He got in his feelings, and, he kind of called me out my name. So I had to show him that I was captain of the team. So
Okay.
He bullied me.
It conveniently, I wasn't bullying you. I just held my
Pat, it
ground.
sounded like he was bullying him first, man.
Yeah.
Nah, man, he bullied me. Listen, dog.
I held my ground, and it just so happened to be a convenient trash can that was next to us that was just about yay height, about the same height as Pat. So I took it upon myself to lift him up like we were lifting weights and put him in the trash can so I don't have to hear his words no more.
So you threw him away.
I threw him away.
Dang,
I was
AJ.
tired of it. I threw away the game. I
Supposed
threw
to
away
have
my
my back, AJ. You know what I mean?
I don't know how to have your back when you get thrown in the trash.
Listen,
Yeah,
bro.
that's hard.
I've only
Hey,
seen
listen.
that on movies.
Hey, listen.
His feet was dangling out. His feet was just dangling, kicking out
Yo.
the trash.
Hey, man, look, bro.
If he threw me in the trash can, we couldn't be friends today.
Hey, bro, listen. Hey, look. I was mad at him, man, for a long time, man.
Oh,
But look,
man.
dog, I
We
was
was
four-
friends though.
Yeah, but look, I'm 4'11". This dude was 6'2", 6'3".
Well, why you talking crazy to a 6'2" dude?
Thank you. That's
man.
what I'm saying.
I mean, that's just, that's
Man,
common sense.
Man,
That's
look,
my whole point.
Man, we all clown every day.
He threw you in the trash, man.
And
But that was my boy though. So
Yeah.
he holds a grudge
He,
for me
he
because
treated you like Lucius Lyon did Jamal.
it
Come on,
was
Pat.
one of those
Man.
days. And what's crazy is that, like we all sat at lunch together. We
Yeah.
clowned every day. We were still friends, but
Yeah.
it just so happened me and him, it was over after it happened that day. We was done. We was back buddies again.
Oh, yeah.
And somehow it got wind to the Coach Steinmeier at the time,
He hated me anyway.
who's the vice principal at Warren Central
Oh,
now.
okay.
Is he?
Yeah.
I'm
so-
not going to Warren.
Oh man, come on, man. That's our alma mater, man. That's the homie. So anyway,
Your
I guess the
homie.
rumor got back to him about what happened, and of course, we had to get some kind of a punishment. He ended up making me run sprints, and he ended up kicking Pat off the team because Pat
Man,
got
he kicked me off the team.
Pat got the
So,
argument.
Pat, you
back.
got put in the trash can
Yeah,
and
he
kicked
got-
off the team.
Yeah, he
Man,
got
I got a whooping, dog. I went home, man. My mom was mad.
That was bad
yeah.
for you.
Yeah, man.
How
I
does
was
that even
pissed, bro.
happen?
I don't know, man.
Hey, look, man. Steinmeier hated me though. He
Steinmeier hated
me.
me. That's why I just said I'm not going
Man,
back to
Steinmeier
Warren.
was a good guy, man. What do y'all see?
They're good guys because they treated you
Okay. Okay, hold on for a second. He was a good guy.
Yeah.
Okay, do you remember those 3 weeks where he had us run the whole practice, man, because somebody farted?
Because it was you that
Hey,
probably.
no.
think it might have been
no.
you.
It was Derek Childs and Bobby.
But look, this is the thing, though. You looking at it like as a whole, but you got to understand from a coaching standpoint that he was just trying to discipline us. Like if
Nah,
you lose
man,
a
that's
game,
excessive, dog.
Right.
and anybody that plays a sport, AJ, I know you know.
I don't.
If you
I
lose
don't.
a-
I don't. I
No,
don't
but
like
listen
when
to
white
me.
people feel like they need to discipline black people.
It's not about the.
when
it
I
wasn't
came-
about the black and white. Wait a minute. Whoa.
No, he brought racing to
Yeah,
it.
it wasn't
man.
about.
It wasn't about.
No, it
man,
wasn't about black and white. What I'm trying to
It
say
was.
is,
It was when I came. But
Just
finish what you're
listen.
saying.
Just
I'm
listen. It
listening.
wasn't about that. Like I said, I've been around all races and I love everybody. But what I'm saying is, as players, we only see things one way. But as now that I've got older, as a coach, he was just trying to discipline us. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we lost the game, and as
Right.
AJ would know if he let me finish my statement,
Right.
that once you lose, there's certain rules. They just
Right.
it is what it is. If you're on a road trip and you lose, there's no talking on the bus.
Right.
If your coach is letting you talk and have fun on the bus,
Right.
he's not getting you to that next level. He's not teaching you the right way.
For sure.
So even though it was as simple as a fart, like Pat says,
Yeah.
it was one of those situations
bad,
where,
bro.
all right, everybody be cool, be
Okay.
quiet,
Right.
no more games, stop
Right.
playing around, and
Right.
somebody does that again. Okay, you
Right.
want to be funny? Get on the line.
Right.
Now
right.
I'm gonna run y'all buzz until
Right.
y'all. I'm
Hey,
gonna
man.
teach that. That's all that was. So
Bro, listen.
I understood that as with me being the captain because I take
Right.
responsibility.
Right.
Man, but
But-
no, Steinmeier babied you, dog. Man, he
That's why
babied you.
JD got a soft spot
He
for him.
baby, listen, dog.
Nah,
hey,
it's all my coaches. I
Steinmeier
got love
baby
for all
him.
my coaches.
Yeah,
man.
I don't like Hetty at all.
I got
either.
love for all my coaches, man. See, AJ, man, what do you
look,
mean, man?
I
All these
know.
coaches that they're saying they love these guys, man.
No,
Like,
they didn't
were
love me at
just-
all. I got word that Hetty's still talking bad about me from a guy at
That's
Carmel.
not true. That's not true. You
I'm
know,
just
I
saying.
talked to Hetty last week, man. That's not
Oh, yeah.
true.
That's your dude, man.
Hetty,
All I
man.
know is when I transferred from a public school, the first thing they told my parents is I need discipline. And I'm like, why? Because I came from IPS? Like, no player on that team listened more than I did because all I wanted to do was play basketball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My senior year, I averaged 5 points and five assists because all I was doing was trying to win and give them the ball. But he tells every coach that ever called in that I was uncoachable. So, no, I don't.
He literally, hold on for a second. He literally
Yes,
said that.
I do
But
not.
I understand.
I
Like,
don't have any empathy, sympathy, or anything because we can say a lot of stuff about them dudes, but we won't because they're your people. I got you.
no, but what I'm saying is, everybody has their own different stories with coaches.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Because he's been successful anyway.
Yeah, he's been successful. What I'm saying is, I give Coach Hetty, we talking about Scott Hetty, who was the coach at Carmel.
Okay.
He's at Marion now.
He's at Marion now. I give him the benefit of the doubt because I know his character.
Okay.
Like, if I played if I played for a coach and I felt like they were a bad person, like, I wouldn't sit up here and defend them.
Okay.
Now, as a coach, I understand that you're not going to make every player happy.
Right.
You're going to have some players happy and some players are just going to be like, whatever, like, I
Right.
didn't get the playing time I wanted, or,
Okay.
you know how that goes.
Right.
Played a lot.
I just think that in Coach Hetty's defense,
Okay.
and Simon and those guys, they were new. They was assistant coach.
That's
Coach
true.
Hetty was underneath his dad for 15 years, 20 years, whatever.
Okay.
He took over the head coaching job at Warren when it was our freshman year.
Okay.
So when you transition into a new team, you have to set rules. Then you also have to let them have a little bit of leeway to where, however they was playing before you got there, you
Right.
can't just tell everybody they're terrible. You kind of got them migrated. So I think maybe he was having a hard time transitioning and not even knowing the amount of talent that he was blessed with. Because
Right.
I feel like us
He
young
came
guys,
from a different caliber school,
came from
right?
a different kind of school.
yeah.
Carmel was more
That's
shooters.
a
Now, I
swift transition.
I agree with that.
Fundamental players, more shooters and everything. He comes to Warren Township. You got all these athletes.
Right.
You got me. You know, you got Aaron Hogg, who's 6'6", just came from Texas, was all-star, Mr. Football.
He was ridiculous.
But he's a shooter, shooting 60-70% from three-point line.
Right.
And
6'5",
dunking on you.
6'6", and dunking on you.
Got Derek Miller.
You got AJ coming down with the N1 hot sauce hops. I'm sorry, antifreeze hot sauce. You know, Showtime. You know,
You had Daryl Baxter.
you had Daryl Baxter
Elliott
came from
Green.
Broad Ripple that had the full speed stop and pop crossover pullover.
Now, I do agree with
Green,
that, JD.
Elliott Green had a 45-inch vertical.
He did.
Our starting lineup was
Ridiculous.
6'1", 6'2", 6'6", 6'8", 6'8", 6'9" off the bench. Big wheel.
Did y'all win a ship that year?
No,
Should have, but what I'm trying to tell
we
you
lost
is
to Rodney now. He's
we
watching
lost.
right now. So shout out to Rodney.
Shout out to Rodney and Fight.
Right.
They hit us
No, we actually lost to LC.
LC,
in the
and then Rodney
sections.
and them got us in county with
In
the
county,
buzzer beater.
yeah.
Okay.
Rodney and them won state.
Yeah. But what my point is just saying that is he had a whole bunch of athletes, but you're trying to implement a system because he's trying to teach us how to play. So it was coming down, 3-4 passes, run the play, run 3-4 passes before you shoot. But we might come down and first crossover, you got an open jumper and these guys can hit it, or it was crossover, we run in the break, throw it up, throw an alley-oop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He didn't. I think it was harder for him to transition. I think
because he come from basic basketball.
He came from a different
play running.
Right.
Now
and
you got a bunch of guys that just running.
And
athletic.
Initially,
we didn't even know how good we was at the time.
Right.
Well, that's a lie.
I didn't know until my junior year.
It's not even on paper. As long as me, JD, Boss, and all of us went to the parks and stuff, we destroyed everybody.
I played all day long.
Yeah,
Parks,
we destroyed
3-on-3s.
But
played against older guys.
But initially, I did think that. I was like, I got given the benefit of the doubt because you're coming from a different system, a different type of plan, and then you get all this talent, and it's like your first year. You don't know that you got like this much talent.
Right.
So I don't blame him for that. It was just different. You know what I'm saying? Like, the reason I'm saying what I'm saying is because I heard something like 8 months ago, and I was thrown off. Like, what? That doesn't make sense.
I don't believe everything you hear, man. Like, everything can
there's
get.
a lot
I mean,
of
we
hearsay
can.
out there.
There's 4 of us in the studio now. We can leave out the studio, and we all have a different story of how tonight went. So I don't believe all that. I mean, I understand where AJ's coming from because I felt like AJ was underrated. You know what I mean? He's one of the best guards that I've ever played with. I played with some great guards in college.
For sure.
And I mean, Daryl Baxter and AJ, like, in our primes, like, they're some of the best guards I ever played with.
Okay.
Like, they can score, they can get their own shots off, they can get me the ball, they can get us the ball in a position that we needed that made the game easier.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I just feel like sometimes coaches don't know the potential in the players that they have until maybe they advance on or they get older and things like that.
Right. It would be the same if you was handed you was sent to like Carmel Clay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys probably can shoot. They're not as athletic.
It would not be.
It probably would have been worse.
I mean, think about it. Coach went to Carmel Clay.
If I see kids with talent, I'm going to make sure they live in their talent. That's the only thing I know how to do. But the worst part about that thing is our high school team is that it was no egos. Like, I didn't feel like I needed to average 25 points to go to college. I felt like I needed to win and lead as a point guard. And if I won state, I would go to college, and we was all cool with each other, spend out each other's houses and
all the time.
Yeah, so it wasn't no
Mama
egos.
cooked for us.
Yeah, so we liked it. We liked to see each other get off. So it was like
pause.
Pause. Right. So it wasn't necessary. It wasn't necessarily when you have that much talent. the thing that normally hinders you is the egos. And it wasn't that. And they was juniors. Me and Durant was seniors. You know, me, Durant, and Earl was seniors, and they was juniors. But we was like, man, go to like even now when I play with JD, go to JD. I'm not wasting.
But we had a team. I mean, we had Big Will Cottle that came from Ron Colley. I mean, he was 6'8", 6'9", sophomore. Terrence Wilson was his freshman. So I like to bring those guys in on our wings. Will Cottle ended up going and being an Indiana All-Star, just like I was an Indiana All-Star. Our names just still at the gyms at Warren.
Right.
We're in the Hall of Fame. I went to Southern Illinois in college. Big Will went to Xavier. So we had a roster, and I think Coach Haiti got better as he went.
He had to. He won two state championships.
Yeah, and he's a good guy. I mean, he would have dinners. We'd go over. I love his family. I love his kids. He was a good dude. He's like I say, I have nothing but good things to say about the man because he was a great influence in my life as far as basketball. Right. I played for a great high school coach, and I played for great college coaches as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's get back to Steinwell, dog.
No, man.
We're not talking about Steinwell.
No, hold on, man. Listen.
He's still stuck on Steinwell.
Steinwell made us run.
For farting.
Listen, dog.
You shouldn't have farted for one.
No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. No, it was Tony one time, the coach. You remember Tony?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was him, man. But he didn't say nothing. And then it was
I feel like you're holding on to something on your chest, man.
Steinwell was fouled.
You and Steinwell need to meet up and
I would be
talk
mad,
about
too, if somebody put me in a trash can and then I got kicked off the team.
To
this day, I would still be a little heated.
Bro, listen,
that's my boy.
I was hot at JD for a while, man.
Pat is my boy. I won't let nobody touch that, man.
Right.
That man got one of the purest jump shots in the city, man.
And you Lucius lioned him. You treated him like Jamal.
That's my guy, man.
You don't throw people in trash cans.
But I had to defend myself. My thing is, that's my boy. I wasn't going to hit him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I just put you in the trash can.
You just taught him a lesson, a quick lesson.
Man.
Like, I was 4 feet 11, this dude was 6'3".
Look, when you're bigger than a lot of people, like a lot of the smaller guys get that Napoleon complex. They want to be it's cool, man. A lot of the big guys are humble giants, but don't push us. You know what I'm saying?
I probably weighed about 65 pounds.
That's all it was. Just calm down, man. I just had to show him my strength.
That's probably why it was so easy to throw you in the trash can.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was about 65 pounds, 4 feet 11.
I play football, man.
So JD, why are we here?
So the reason
let's
why
talk
we're
about
here,
Indy Hoop Fest.
Yeah, let's get it. Let's get back on
No more Steinwell talk.
Pat got us distracted, man.
Yeah. First, I want to say congratulations on what you guys are doing.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Business in Indiana is growing big, and you guys are getting a piece of that by taking something that you're experienced in, which is basketball. And we all know Gus Macker. That was one of the things that used to come through here all the time. Everybody was a part of it. If you have never been a part of Gus Macker, I don't know what to tell you. That's one of the greatest things, funnest things that you can be a part of. And you guys are doing a 3-on-3 tournament with the Indy Hoop Festival, July 8th through the 9th.
Correct.
Tell us, where this came about, where you guys came up with Indy Hoop Fest and why you guys are doing it.
Well, basically, like I said, it kind of goes a little bit to what I was telling you guys about the basketball background. A little bit about me for the people that don't really know me. I'm from the city, born and raised here in Indianapolis, Indiana. I take pride in it. I know a lot of us say, man, I want to get out the city, whatever. This is where home is for me. My family's here, my friends here.
It is, for sure.
I feel like Indiana is like the heart of basketball in America. Not to knock any other cities, because I know basketball is strong in other cities. I just feel like we have a rich basketball community. It's just something different. And the people that live here, you experience it.
It's taken serious.
It's taken serious here. And I just think, with just the way the times are now and us getting a little older, I think a lot of the new kids, you can go ask them and they might not know who Larry Bird was, or John Stewart was, or some of these, Hall of Fame coaches, Bobby Knight.
Right.
Hall of Fame coaches, Hall of Fame players, Oscar Robertson. We have a lot of rich basketball. We have maybe 9 to 10 players that's in the NBA right now that's currently from the city.
Absolutely.
So I just feel like when we came up, and for my life, I played basketball everywhere. Okay. The first place I ever played basketball was in my best friend's backyard. Okay. My best friend, he had a tree in the back. And we took an old school milk crate. It might show my age a little bit. But we took an old school milk crate. And his dad cut the bottom of the milk crate.
Shout out to the milk crate.
Shout out to the milk crate boys. If you don't know about the milk crate, you ain't a real hooper.
If you never played on the milk crate, I don't know what to tell you.
Full court, man.
That was the first basketball going.
I've never played.
So we did.
my dad built me a basketball court.
Hey, man, listen.
Well,
we weren't privileged, man, like you said.
I was born with a silver spoon there.
Bro, we played full
Steph
court
Curry.
milk crates, man.
The milk crate.
Orchard
I
Park apartments.
I would have
with,
hooped on the
Uwe.
milk crate. I mean, like, I'm not saying I wouldn't have. I just haven't.
Well, we did, and we put the milk crate. We nailed it on the tree.
Yep.
Took a basketball and started with grass, but after we played on it for about a month, it was dirt right there.
Yeah, for
Right.
sure.
And that's how we hooped. And we went
Right.
from that, and then I had a couple of buddies in the neighborhood
Right.
that had basketball, goals. We
Yeah.
went and played everywhere. We played against our uncles. We played against older guys. We got pushed around, no fouls. We went park to park. AJ, you know that. We had to get all our homeboys together just to go to the park because you'll be waiting there for 1 to 2 hours just to get a next.
Right.
The OGs ain't about to let you just come on the court.
Right.
You gotta have your own fire with you because they ain't about to play with you.
Right.
And you gotta win when you get out there.
Right.
So
Right.
that's what made me tougher, and it is no fouls.
Right.
So
Right.
playing against the OGs and me, AJ, and a lot of them guys, Aaron Hogg and
West Montgomery Park.
Antoine Gerard, Daryl Baxter, like we all put our team together, and
Right.
a couple of my buddies from the neighborhood, and we'll just go park to park and just
Right.
play against all the whole heads.
Right.
Like I remember days where they get mad at us because we didn't ran the court and they didn't came
Right.
and busted bottles on the court. Nobody playing if we ain't playing.
I remember that.
But that's how you
Jesus
earn respect, and that's
those are
how
good
you
times,
play.
though.
That's good times.
Yeah.
I remember playing in the 3-on-3s. Like I played anywhere there was basketball. AAU. I played for Speed Gym Rats.
Right.
I mean, I had Zach Randolph was my teammate. Andre
Yeah.
Owens. Like
Yeah.
I just always was around basketball, and I just think now, and I have kids as well. I just think now, with social media era and
Sure.
with video games and with different things going on, safety issues and things like that, a lot of times parents are more reluctant to put their kids in the parks and street ball and things that we
Right.
came up that kind of shows them the love of the game and kind of builds the players.
Right.
My personal opinion, I feel like the best players in the NBA, best players in the world are not in the NBA.
Right.
They're at these parks. They're at these gyms somewhere.
Yep.
And they just didn't get the break or the shine that these other NBA players got.
Right.
So with me, Aaron, AJ, what we did was we partnered up with some guys that run what's called the Spokane Hoop Fest.
Okay.
Every year out in Spokane, Washington.
Okay.
They had over 1,000 teams. They've been doing it for like 20 plus years now.
Wow.
They started from, in the middle of nowhere.
Probably
it's a
extremely
small
organized too.
Yes,
Yeah.
they had a small city and a small basketball, and they kind of just blew it up. It was a 3-on-3 like that. So we partnered up with them guys, and we saw it, and we was like, well, hey, if you guys can do this here in this small city, Indianapolis is where we born and breed basketball players.
Absolutely.
Why not bring it here, recreate it, give it somewhere where
Right.
it's family orientated, safe. It's at Lucas Oil downtown. You can bring your kids out.
So you're gonna be at Lucas Oil in the parking lot.
In the parking lot
Okay.
at Lucas Oil this year.
That's awesome.
Yep. And we got plans to possibly moving inside next year.
Okay.
But we just want to have a
Outside is tradition.
It's all
it's
that's
tradition.
how it is.
I mean, it makes it the elements. You got to play.
You got to play. You know what I'm saying? So we wanted to do that here and kind of just give back to basketball and do a celebration of
Right.
Indiana hoops where we can celebrate some of these coaches and players
Right.
from the city, and we want to do this like each year, so it gives people something else to
Right.
look forward to. So everybody's just not stuck in the house all summer and wondering
Right.
what else to do,
Right.
and so that's what we kind of want to recreate here. So
It's hard to find good tournaments like this, like the 3-on-3. Like I said, it's for all. What's the age group?
all ages.
All ages.
I
What is
think
it?
the lowest
Youngest?
we're going is the youngest is like 8. I think
8 years old. Okay,
years-
so from 8 and up.
Yep, to the
Okay.
adults. So we have the kids in divisions for middle school, high school, college
Okay.
divisions.
Yep.
For them, we got like some prizes where the Colts, and the Pacers and the Fever. We got like gift bags and giveaways and tickets and signed things that we'll give away for them. And
Okay.
T-shirts and trophies and things. And then we're also going to have a men's and women's elite division for the adults, where there's cash prizes for that.
Okay. Up to 2,500.
$2,500 cash prizes. The kids can't play for the money, but the adults can.
For sure.
So we have the $2,500 cash prizes for that.
Oh, there's gonna be some players
Yeah,
out
we're
there.
gonna have
Get
some
that
players.
money.
There's gonna be some players out there.
We're gonna have music out there. We're gonna have a band going. We're gonna have food.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some of the dunkers out there having a dunk contest.
Okay.
Like on the Dunk
Some of the
King.
professional.
Professional dunkers.
Well,
Okay.
Porter been on a great area. Porter,
Yeah. Porter
he came on
Mayberry's
here,
been
he
on here.
came
Shout
on-
out to Porter.
He came
Shout
out
out
here.
Porter.
We had Jumpin' Joe. Jones is coming.
Shout out Chris Staples as well.
Staples would have came, but he's gonna be in the ghetto games in Europe.
Okay.
But yeah, they
shout out to Chris Staples.
It's gonna be stupid. Like as far as the dunk contest is gonna be concerned, the entertainment. Y'all know at the Jungle we do Indiana everything.
For sure.
So I've had plenty of major artists from Indianapolis be like on the show, and we're gonna have most of them performing.
Okay.
Because we want to support everything Indiana. Excuse me.
Who are some of those artists?
Well, I got to meet. Well, you go. Of course, Oceanaires.
Okay.
We got Diamond Jetty. We got what is it? Ocean Green. We got Rachel. I just met with a couple kids.
Now they're going to be performing on a stage somewhere near the courts, or how's this constructed?
Well, we got a VIP area too. So we got a VIP area. We're gonna have like a main event around like the adult division.
Okay.
So we'll have like kind of a breakout because these are going to be games going on. We're just going to have certain times where we'll, have a breakout where we have the entertainment going on as well.
For sure.
You want to perform?
I can if I'm not hooping. I'm debating on signing up
you
so I can
need
get
to
that
sign up.
$2,500.
Come on, man.
You need to sign up.
Pat, what do you say, man?
But if you sign up, you do not need to sign up with the people you play in the Teague League with.
For sure. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied.
I want you to win.
Right.
Pure exercise.
Nah, I'm just messing with you, man.
It's all good.
But honestly, I think 3-on-3 is about to be the new wave. And,
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I say that because the Olympics just made 3-on-3 a basketball Olympic sport.
Yeah.
And then you have the big three coming.
Yep.
And I think people are going to start like really gravitating to 3-on-3.
Okay.
And when this happens, now let's say you win this $2,500. Now you think you're good enough to win in Indianapolis. How do you apply for the Olympics when it comes to 3-on-3? Like what's the process?
Right.
So now
You
you're
need
gonna
a
have,
resume.
right. So
Okay.
you're gonna have people start like applying and playing in these tournaments and everything to get themselves ready to try to get to the Olympics. Now it's an opportunity for most people that don't really get this opportunity to get a gold medal, such as Dre. Right, Dre's playing in the Big Three.
Okay.
Right? So him playing in the Big Three, you never know where this might stem from. You know,
Right.
like he might
Right.
be like, okay, he's playing with Iverson. What if they win the Big Three? Now, who do you send over to represent USA for the Olympics?
Right, for sure.
So, with that being said,
Shout out to Andre Owens and being a part of the Big Three.
Shout out, bro.
Yeah. So with that being said, man, I think the Big Three and this 3-on-3 basketball tournament could be something insane. And I feel like me and Terentio had this conversation one day, is that like as far as the gray area is concerned, as far as JD and them is concerned, everything, if we turn our city into the dopest city in America, then we don't need to go to New York's and LA's and Houston's and Atlanta to be like recognized. If you just say, hey, this Spokane 3-on-3 is the number one 3-on-3 tournament in the world. Now you take it and put it in Indianapolis, and it becomes the number one 3-on-3 tournament in the world.
Right.
Along with everything we have, we celebrate Indiana music. We celebrating the Indy 500. We celebrating Indy. Like, who's gonna be the judges at the dunk contest? It's like everybody Indiana, man. So
We gonna bring Porter out. Porter just tuned in. Porter, you gonna come out and do the judging for the dunk contest?
he's in
He's
it.
in
He's
it.
in it. Oh my
You gotta
goodness!
beat him. You gotta beat
Oh,
him.
my
Yeah.
goodness.
We actually partnered.
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all better get the best jumpers. Y'all better get the best jumpers in the world to come out to be a part of this.
We actually partnered with Porter, and
Okay.
I think he's about to run the Instagram thing, where if you do a video and get the most hits on the video, you'll be invited to the dunk contest.
Oh, nice.
So all you dunkers that think y'all got the best hops in the
Right.
city, in the world, in the country, come out. Let's see. Post your videos.
Let's see.
Do
It's
do
gonna be
some of
worth
your
it.
funkiest dunks.
You get a
Let us see
championship
what
belt.
You got.
If
Wait,
y'all
wait,
ain't seen Dunk King, y'all better go watch it to get some tricks and some
So what's
stuff.
the cash prize for the dunk contest?
We got what we doing? $1,000 cash prize for the winners.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Wow.
$1,000 cash prize to the winners of the dunk contest.
That's dope.
So come out. I want to see it because I've been watching these dunkers for years, and I think it's gonna be amazing. Porter's the homie. I want to see if anybody's able to dethrone him. Right now, he's the king. Who's Golden State?
Right.
Who's Golden State?
Who's gonna come out and see what's going on?
Who's Steph Curry?
But we'll have a lot of different influences out there.
Okay.
Patience is gonna come out. They bringing Boomer out.
Oh,
Boomer's
nice.
gonna have his court. He's gonna have his own little dunking going
That's
on.
awesome.
Well,
With some pace mates.
we was thinking about this.
Catching for the Stars is gonna be out.
Yeah. Tamika.
Wow.
Tamika and them organization, they'll be out.
Some
We'll
FIBA
have
players.
some signed giveaways from them
Yeah.
to give to the fans.
Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of Pacer and basketball, NBA, and
Yeah,
Fever.
for sure.
Influences out.
Dan
Yeah.
Dockett's gonna be there.
Who?
Dan Dockett.
Dan Dockett
is coming out?
Yep,
Yeah.
they're gonna be
Oh,
live
wow.
on site.
Oh wow.
Yep.
And
Wow,
then
this
the
is
jungle's
major.
gonna be there.
Jungle's gonna be there.
We was thinking about
Okay.
getting the jungle court.
96.3 gonna.
Oh,
We got
nice.
things running on 96.3.
That'd be nice.
Are we go if we're gonna get a jungle court, and if you talking crazy to somebody, blah blah blah, because we know the game is transcended into it's really not about a team, it's about individual. But we can have that conversation later. But if you're talking crazy to somebody and be like, you can't beat me 1-on-1, then take them to the jungle.
Oh, is that gonna be the one-on-one court?
Yeah,
So
we
you-
have a side hustle going on.
Yeah, so you come to the jungle, and if you lose, you have to crown the person that beat you.
Exactly.
Wow.
And then we take a picture and put you on the wall of jungle.
Yes, sir.
So if you think you that guy, come to the and guess who's narrating and talking crazy the whole
Guess
time?
who's MCing?
Guess who's MC?
The loud mouth of the South, AJ Miles.
So you do
That's
not
gonna
want
be
to
pretty
lose.
interesting because there's a lot of talkers in this city. This is just my personal thing. I remember doing a one-on-one tournament called Street Ball King,
I remember that.
and it was a $3,000 prize. And I just thought, look, everybody talking crazy. Look, let's put it on the court. We got the Monon Center. You know that people didn't even want to come out. I mean, like, where was all the smack talk?
It was scary.
All the smack talk. But shout out to Josh Murray. Josh Murray ended up winning that.
Of course, Mariano.
Mariano Prince. What up, Mariano?
He's
My
not,
money, my OGs.
he's not losing the one.
Hey, he came
I
out
got my
there
money
hungry.
on
He
Murray.
beat a guy that was actually playing for Ohio State at the time that came out to the one-on-one. And
Mariano don't play when it. Hey, one time we was at the fever practice. Was you there, Pat?
Yes, I
I was
was.
there too.
Dog, we at the
Yeah,
fever practice
yeah,
practicing
I
with the
was there
girls.
Murray played.
And,
boy.
and I was like, Murray, chill. They
He's going
girls.
hard. We trying to get them ready for the playoffs.
He's going hard.
I was there, so they all
Yeah.
brought us, athletes
Yeah.
that
I'm
play
like-
professional to get them ready for the playoffs. They wanted to play against men. So I'm out there playing, but we're not really going hard. We just
Right.
trying to get them to where they need to be.
Yeah.
But they got game. They going at us.
Right.
Murray takes everything personal.
day.
He's out there
All
doing
day.
throwing
Killing them.
elbows,
Real deal.
Talking
dropping
crazy
his
to him.
shoulders.
You talking
talking
crazy to him?
Yeah. He took it to another level, but that's just
Yes, sir.
competitive.
That is Mariano. man.
That's what we want to see out here at the Indy Hoop Fest, though. We
Yeah.
want
For
to
sure.
see trash
Shout out to
talk. We want to have
Mariano.
fun. We want to see
For sure.
competitive games. We want
Yeah.
everybody having fun.
Right.
We also got the for the handicap and divisions.
Okay.
So they're free entry to get in.
Okay.
So we'll have
Oh, that's
them, too.
awesome.
So yeah. So
And we're gonna have parties all weekend.
we're gonna have parties too. We're gonna
Yeah.
have kick-off parties and stuff.
Okay.
So it's gonna be.
But it's gonna be a
After
good
party.
time. Yes, sir.
The worst part is I put on, not worst, but the best part is I put on Facebook, like, does Indiana think we're the best at basketball? And I got a crazy response, right?
Right.
So I said, show us.
Come out.
Okay.
Come out.
Come out. Show
Let's
us.
have fun.
Right.
And show the world why this is the best place for basketball.
Yep.
And
for,
I know.
and for spectators as well, it's free for
Oh,
spectators.
yeah, we're going to have vendors there.
But if you guys want vendor booth, we got vendor booth space available. So if you
Okay,
guys got
vendors
businesses or y'all know friends that got businesses, they want
Okay.
to come shop, set up and get the name out for their businesses, we got space for them as well. So
Okay.
We
Awesome.
want everybody to
For
have.
sure.
And I know this is probably redundant because we've repeated a lot of lists, but what makes this different from the normal 3-on-3 tournaments out there? Because there's usually people have to travel. People go to Kentucky, they go to all these different places because those are some of the best ones, like Spokane, obviously. But why should people be a part of this, and what makes this different from the average 3-on-3 tournament?
Well, for one, we're making it a festival, not just a 3-on-3
Right.
tournament. Like
Gotcha.
we're integrating Indiana sports.
Okay.
Like
Indiana everything.
Indiana everything. We're gonna have Indiana 500s, setting up. They're gonna be,
Nice.
Are we going to have something to
promoting
post there?
their brickyard. Yeah, we're gonna have a car out.
Oh, nice.
Take pictures. It's just we're gonna have music out. Bands
gonna be a
out.
festival.
Yeah, like a
Yes.
festival
Right,
like type
right.
stuff.
It's going to be an event where you can take your kids,
Yeah.
relax, eat,
Chill
watch
out,
watch
hang
good
out.
basketball,
What are
listen
some
to
of the
good music.
food vendors that are
Security.
going to be out there?
Well, right now we don't have specific names because we don't know.
Well, I have
Marketing-
people. I've had
marketing
people.
purpose. Marketing
Yeah,
purposes.
marketing purpose.
Yeah.
I've
Okay.
had a couple people hit me up. My mom owns a
We got
restaurant.
space open.
Okay.
So if you, my mom owns a restaurant called with Soul Barrel Barbecue.
Okay.
I think they're interested. Keem Ribs hit me.
But right
Okay.
now we got some things going on with center plates, so we gotta,
Okay.
gotta make sure what we doing with
That's
that
dope.
first. But yeah,
Okay.
That's
Awesome.
dope.
but we know it's just something. It's our first year bringing it to Indianapolis.
Okay.
Once after this first year, everything goes smooth like we know it's gonna go. next year we'll be able to add more things on as well.
Got you.
So,
I mean, but I'm excited about this, man, because like I said, I haven't seen a 3-on-3 tournament in the city. I mean, what is it? Red Bull came through and did their little one-on-one thing. That was cool. Murray won that one too. Ended up going you played in that one too?
No, I played in the Red Bull tournament. What was the 5-on-5?
Oh, it was the 5-on-5.
We went to New York. We won it.
Okay. Well, Indiana won that.
9 cities, and we went out there and took our Indiana team, and we won. Red Bull flew us out to Brooklyn. We played at the Barclays Center.
Nice.
So we won.
What'd y'all win for that?
We won money. They paid for our trip out there.
All expenses paid?
Yep. They gave us big trophies. They gave us bags. They gave us leather jackets.
That's dope. Wow.
And for most of anything, I was going out there playing for bragging rights.
Right.
Let you know, I'm from Indianapolis. I mean, I got buddies that
Indiana
I played
bringing
with,
it.
teammates I played with pro ball and stuff
sure.
from different cities. I just want to let them know, like, we got killers in Indianapolis, man.
Right.
Don't take us. It's more than corn here. You know
Yeah, for sure. All day. I love the passion in this, man. I just, and I think it's going to be very successful. This thing is awesome. I encourage anybody that's wanting to be a part of a 3, just come out. I mean, even if you're not playing, come out and just enjoy a good time. It's going to be a festival at Lucas Oil, right?
Yes,
Lucas Oil Stadium parking lot.
Yes, sir.
July the 8th through the 9th.
Yeah.
So it's a 2-day tournament. So how does that process work? So if you play for 2 days, was you guaranteed a certain amount of games?
It's double elimination.
It's double elimination.
So you're guaranteed a couple of games. So once we get to Sunday, it's like championship day, like back in the day.
Okay.
So you lose, you out pretty much. It's like how
Saturday
it goes,
is the day that you
I
got to win.
always made it to Sunday.
Hopefully you didn't go out and party too much the night before, but
We actually lost a TIG league because I went out and partied too hard.
You can't do that. Shout out to kids, no partying, man. No party. You got to be focused.
I'm not gonna
Absolutely.
lie to you.
But so then Sunday, is when we're gonna have the actual dunk contest. It's
Okay.
at 11 a.m. Sunday in between the games. We'll have a little break before the championship games. But so that's when the dunk contest will be, and we'll have some entertainment there too. But it's a 2-day process.
How are y'all doing? Like, are the kids playing earlier and the adults playing, or everybody's kind of playing at the same time?
Well, we'll have a mixture of the times. We'll have the breakdown depending on once we get all the teams on. We'll have more of a set time as far as how we're going to do the schedule.
Got you.
But we're going to tend to have more of the kids' games finish up earlier than the men's and women's games. So
what's the cutoff date for registration?
July the 2nd.
July the 2nd?
Yeah.
Okay, so make sure y'all register before July the 2nd.
Yeah, but we have some incentives for teams that signing up early. We have some discounts and promo codes out right now. We got a 20% promo code going out just for a little incentive for teams signing up, now.
Okay.
Instead of waiting to the last minute. Wait to the last minute, that price going to go up. So
promo code
get in now.
IHF 2017.
There you go. Get you 20% off of
Make sure
registration.
y'all do that.
For the kids,
we'll post
teams,
that flyer in the comment section.
Need that.
And just for a little bit of update on the pricing for the the kids teams, it's $100 per team. So you can get a sub for 4 players, so that's about $25 a kid.
Okay.
For the college and the little older kids divisions, it's $125, and for the men's and women's adult divisions, it's $150 for the team to get in.
Okay.
So
and you can have up to 4 players.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You want to have that because
you're gonna be tired playing throughout the day.
Might need a sub, unless you just.
Well, I'm 37.
Unless you're LeBron James, then it's different.
Well, he was tired too.
I don't know about that part.
Look at his second half stats.
I don't know about that part.
We about to go into that in a minute. We about to go into the.
We can dig into the finals.
But just I know you guys mentioned them before though. So just for the people that didn't know a little bit about my background, I just wanted to let you guys know that that I am from the city, so I want y'all guys to come out and show me how hooping has evolved.
Right.
Because I was able to play, college ball at Southern Illinois.
Right.
Shout out to the Salukis. I had to throw y'all out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Sweet 16, everybody counted us out. But I worked hard in these tournaments and played all the time.
Have they been there since?
Just beasting that time.
They went one other time.
Okay.
About 3-4 years later. But we kicked it off. We was undefeated at home my first 2 years.
Okay.
My last 2 years. Played for Matt Painter, who's the head coach at Purdue.
Okay.
And also Bruce Weber, who's the head coach at Kansas State.
Okay.
And then I played professional ball in Europe ever since. But my point of that is just saying I was able to make a way for me through basketball.
Right.
From just making a name for myself from doing things like this, like we're having with the Indy Hoop Fest tournaments and things like that.
Right.
Now these kids have social media. You know, you guys have all these innovative training skills and training sessions. We didn't have all that when I was
They got
younger.
a 360 gym out there on the west side coming.
Exactly. So.
Don't you work over there?
Yeah, I work at Shoot 360. Yep.
Yeah, Shoot 360. Major.
For Fred Jones. Yep. So
how was that, man?
It's love. I mean, it's nice. If you had that in middle school, you probably would still be playing today. You would have never got kicked off the team.
You would have never been in the trash can,
never
Pat.
been in the trash can because we would have never lost. You know what I'm saying? So,
trash can.
you guys got to come out and check that out.
You would have never been Jamal Lyon.
But what that is, I'm glad, you know, with Indy Hoop Fest, we made a platform for, you know, kids to be able to make a name for themselves and have fun. Right. Even for the kids that don't make the basketball teams, you can still go out and play.
Right, it's still competitive team play.
Men and women, you know, for everybody. So that's just kind of what we wanted to do.
Do you? So are there different women? Can the women play with the men? How do you guys separate?
Nah, we got the brackets. You know, as the teams get in, we're gonna actually like have the kids with the kids, the men with the men, the women with the women.
Okay.
So it's just not all mixed up.
Right.
We want to make it competitive. So
Okay, good.
That'd be dope.
We'll base it on like your basketball experience and stuff like that. So we want it to be fun for everybody as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna reach out to my people in Ballers World, see if they can put something out there for us.
Okay. Man, this is exciting, man. I can't wait for this to evolve and turn up, and you know that every year it's gonna get better.
Definitely. That's what we want to do every year.
IndyHoopFest.net. Make sure y'all go to that website and get registered. Pass that around, share it. Anybody that you know hoops, tag them to this. You know, if they got any questions, you guys got any questions, the viewers, please chime in and ask. If you got a young kid that plays basketball all the time, you know, he's got some friends, they all play together, put them in a 3-on-3 tournament.
Absolutely.
Just going down July the 8th through the 9th. So, you know, all ages. I think youngest is 8 years old, right? Mm-hmm. 8 all the way up to adults. So, you know, go to IndyHoopFest.net and check it out. Don't forget the promo code what is it? IHF 2017. That's your promo code. Make sure you get that. Look in the comments. Yeah, look in the comments and check out the flyer and everything. We just went through the finals, NBA finals.
Oh my goodness,
you know, I don't want to change the topic or nothing, but this needs to be
know we
talked.
have a LeBron fan.
This needs to be talked about. We got somebody from both sides. You know, we're gonna see. So give us the scoop. We know the Warriors won. There's a lot of talk about Kevin Durant cheating by going to play with a team that that won 73 games, as opposed to LeBron going to the Cleveland, who won only 43 games. Prior to him coming there.
Is that the same Cleveland team?
So I don't know. I'm just throwing out the facts. Y'all debate that.
Okay.
So the whole debate is and why people are in an uproar is people are saying now that Kevin Durant went to a team where he cheated. He got on a team with a group of guys that's been winning and running and doing their thing. And, you know, he came on to come up with Cleveland, you know, so people are saying that that's not a super team. I disagree. I think they both had super teams. I think they both got very far based on the caliber of people on their teams. I think that they should have gotten this far. Statistically, I think that Cleveland should have won based on the number of guys that came out in the top 10 rosters from out of college drafts.
7 of them.
Yeah, they had a lot of them, as opposed to Cleveland, who only had like 1 or 2. Right?
No,
One?
Golden State.
Golden State, that's right.
People are not gonna like your rhetoric. But keep going.
I'm just throwing the stuff out there.
I'm
just throwing the stuff out there, right? So, and y'all can take that for what it is. But what do you think happened in this finals that had Cleveland being the losing
Well,
team?
let me go first before AJ,
Okay, go ahead.
AKA LeBron hater, takes over. And we can't stop him. Once AJ gets started, you can't stop him.
I'm not
Go
really
ahead.
saying that. I wasn't
I know
impressed
he's
with the
like
finals at all.
so excited about this right now because me and him been going back and forth
I'm really not.
on Facebook for forever.
Right.
I actually,
Right.
as a person with a sports radio podcast, I actually was sitting back like, can this finals please be over? But go and go.
Okay.
So this is one of the most anticipated finals, I think.
And
For
it was,
Me
sure.
personally,
it was a letdown.
I have two of my favorite teams. Of course, I got to rock with the home team,
Okay.
the Pacers. You know,
Right, for sure.
Got the Pacers
For
tattoo.
sure. Oh, wow.
Got my Indianapolis
There it
tattoo.
is.
Got the coach.
There it is.
Indianapolis Speedway, the
Nice.
Pacers.
Nice.
So that's my favorite team. You
Okay.
know, play Summer League with
he
them
is
guys.
really Indiana, right?
Yeah,
I'm Indiana.
all day.
You know, all
It's
that
beautiful.
317-465,
Yeah,
Circle
yeah.
City. You know I'm out here. I I got tired of being
That's what's
overseas
up.
and people asking where I'm from, and I
Right,
say
right,
Indiana.
right.
They're like, "Oh yeah, Indiana Jones." No,
Yeah.
no.
You say Indiana
A lot of
Jones?
people say Minneapolis. They don't even know that it's an
Yeah.
actual Indianapolis.
Well,
Right.
They would say Minneapolis.
I'm gonna tell you what changed for me when I was overseas. Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Everybody.
he's
Oh yeah, the
over
coach
Now,
changed.
everybody knew Peyton Manning, so they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, well, the coach playing." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah,"
Right.
and that changed everything.
I'll
for
pull
me.
out the tattoo and just and I showed him. Here's the monument. Here's
Funny
the
part
state of Indiana.
is I'm a Tom Brady fan.
But
Big
yeah,
you
the
going.
point of that though. Anyway, so my two favorite teams is the Pacers, of course, home team.
Okay.
And Cleveland. I'm saying Cleveland because really it's wherever LeBron goes. I can't sit up here and be fake because when he was in
Right,
Miami, I was going for Miami.
For
You know
sure,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure, for sure.
So I'm a
you're a
LeBron
LeBron fan.
fan.
Okay.
It took me a little while to respect him because when I was in college, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a competitor.
Right.
So I was hearing a little bit of name, LeBron
King
James,
James, this and that.
he's this high school kid and blah blah blah, and he kind of played my position. So I'm like,
Right.
whatever, bring him out here.
Right.
AJ knows I don't care about names.
Right.
Bring him out. I'm going at whoever.
I have
Right.
seen
And-
Jermaine go crazy on Kwame Brown one
Whoever.
time.
That was
Whoever.
hilarious.
Whoever.
It's in the post.
I
That
don't
was
care.
hilarious.
I'm taking names. I don't care. You know how we do.
Kwame Brown.
I kept giving him the ball.
Man, that was
Eat
hilarious.
him every point.
Yeah. So
He was eating Kwame Brown.
So basically,
Pause.
one of my best friends, like I was telling you, the coach at Addicts,
Okay.
Matthew Thompson, when he played football at Akron,
Right.
he knew about LeBron in high school. He kept telling me, man, this kid in high school, LeBron, and da-da-da-da. I'm like,
Right,
whatever. Bring him
Right.
to the city. Let me
For
see
sure,
him.
for sure.
Then once I actually seen him play and I started following him, that's how I earned the respect. Like, okay,
Right.
he nice,
Yeah,
man. He's
yeah,
one of the
yeah,
first
right.
kids to
Yeah,
go
he's
out of high
ridiculous.
school, and
Right.
the rest is history.
Right.
So I've been a fan ever since. So,
Okay.
with him going to the finals, of course, I was going for Cleveland.
Right.
No disrespect to Golden State. I feel like Mark Jackson helped assemble that team.
He did.
And he kind of didn't get his just due.
Absolutely.
They got him out of there. That's my
Right.
personal opinion.
Yeah.
No knock against Kerr because Kerr's a Hall of Famer.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the Bulls is one of my favorite teams of all
Absolutely.
time because, of
Great
course,
shooter.
it's got the GOAT on there. Michael Jordan, my favorite player.
Right.
So all respect to them, I just felt like I couldn't root for Golden State because I felt like Mark should have still been a part of that team.
Okay.
For two, I felt like they got all shooters, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
But me personally, I've been a forward, I've been a big man. I always felt like you need more than just all point guards on the team to win a championship.
Right,
Then
right.
here you come with the zombie of the alien Steph Curry hitting shots from
For sure.
full court and Klay Thompson going crazy, which
sure.
I really think is the best shooter on the team is Klay, me personally, but whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
So I just felt like when they had
Statistics
that.
don't say that.
Well, point of the matter, when they had the record and they had the most wins last year,
Okay.
that was the time for them to earn more respect from me.
Okay.
But when they lost to
Right.
who other than the King,
Right.
I felt like whatever y'all talking about don't mean nothing to me.
Right.
So to me, I felt like the win was a little watered down because now you get KD, who I feel like as like AJ would say, I'm a dinosaur. I feel like Kevin Durant's a dinosaur.
Okay.
You build teams around you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
It didn't work
for
with
you to
him.
leave there and then go to a team that already broke a record without you,
Right.
it takes a little bit
That beat
from.
you in the prior.
It takes a little bit
semantics.
from, you know what I'm saying? The
Semantics is
whole
a good word.
earning, exactly. But he did earn it though, because he
Right.
did take the big shots and he put
Right.
the team on his back. So I give him
Right.
that. But I felt like they could have possibly won without you. Even though
Okay.
I didn't want them to, I wanted Cleveland to win.
Okay.
They could have possibly won without you. So that's the only knock I got against Golden State.
Right.
Besides that, I give them their just due.
Okay.
I'm not a sore loser.
Okay.
I tip my hat off to them. I feel like Cleveland could have put a better fight up. If we'd have won that, game 3,
Okay.
it would have been 2-2. It would have been a whole different story. But
Okay.
we gave it away. We was winning. We was up 20.
Right.
So I felt like, I don't know if it was a little bit of the
What about
politics going on or whatever you want to call
Yeah.
it.
Well, a lot of people will say that LeBron did the same thing as Kevin Durant. Like y'all can debate this.
not
I
the
don't know.
same,
This is
though.
the thing. Like,
You
explain
had
why.
you had Shaquille O'Neal, who should have retired probably a year or two before.
Okay.
You had Dwayne Wade, who was still could go, but he wasn't in his prime.
Okay.
So you pretty much had him going. Then when he came back, that's with Miami. He still
Mm-hmm.
won a chip. You had Chris Bosh. I give him that, but I mean Chris Bosh is not on the level of Kevin Durant at all.
Okay.
Then,
At the time, Dwayne
But
Wade
he was
though.
elite.
but he was an elite player. I give him
Yeah.
that.
At the
Then-
time, Dwayne Wade was though.
Dwayne was
the
Dwayne
second
was
best
an elite
two guard
player. He was
in
an
the
elite
league.
player at the time. I
No,
give
he
you
was
that.
second
a
best
top 3
two-guard.
player.
But that's 2 players though. I give you that. So then
But
now
Chris Bosh was a top 10 player at the time.
okay, but then you go with Cleveland, and Kyrie, who couldn't get the win by himself there. Which
But
is
why
good.
leave? Why go to
He's young.
Why go to Cleveland though?
Because he got
that's his
rap.
hometown.
Because everybody was talking bad about him for leaving.
Okay.
So he wanted to show that I could come back and win for y'all too.
No,
I disagree.
that's wrong.
Yeah,
Then what you think?
I disagree with that. This is what I think.
I disagree.
And this is where
Because it's going to be hate regardless because he broke every record. No matter what he do, he gets hated on.
So. What records he break?
What you mean?
You said every. I don't know the records he broke.
Listen, it's not about hate. It's about him branding.
Branding himself. He opened the door for that.
So you look at him, okay, he's in Miami, right?
Where Jordan opened the door.
He played 4 seasons. They won 2. When they got destroyed by the Spurs, instead of him saying, look, let's re-up, let's, you know what I'm saying, let's come back, he looked at his brand. What can make people love me? I'll go back home.
And there's some talk that he on the USA team, he liked how him and Kyrie was playing, and he decided that, hey, I'm going to go play with that kid.
Man,
you got to think, that's his hometown. He's born and raised from Ohio. That's like you being born and raised from Indianapolis. Mm-hmm. You leave because of your career. Then with this career, we got to go where the money is at. We got to go where better fits our career.
Okay, watch this.
So you leave, and then now your hometown and your home fans that's loved you, that put you in the position you in, is burning your jerseys, knocking your name, bashing your name. Even the owner at the time was talking bad about him.
Right. But why go back?
They just left because what else is there in Cleveland? Like if Cleveland's not winning with basketball, will we be talking about them? They just won with baseball. But before that, would you go to Cleveland?
It's about business, bro.
With how they had a lot of pressure on him.
They man, kill me with that pressure shit. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. But what it is about branding. But and when you think about what he's saying, as far as what is there to do in Cleveland and all this and all that pressure, that's all goofy talk. At the end of the day. You won 66 games. You actually developed players. It's sad that when Steph Curry developed players, they all of a sudden Hall of Famers. But when you develop players, it's because of the king and nobody else. I literally posted.
I never said they was Hall of Famers.
No, what I'm saying is I literally posted something from 2010 or 2009 when LeBron won 62 games, and then I posted when Golden State won 67 games. The stats was literally identical. And so LeBron averaged more points than Steph Curry. The difference is that when Steph Curry won, y'all hyped up everybody with Steph Curry. When LeBron won, y'all said all of them was bums. But he lost to an Orlando team with Dwight Howard, D-Wade.
Nobody said that it was
D-Wade, yes they did. They called every team LeBron played on until Miami. And then they still say D-Wade and Bosh really ain't that good. Like D-Wade didn't average 30
I wouldn't
points.
say they were bums, but we wasn't as stacked as Golden State was.
Golden State
really stacked?
They was never stacked. That's
Are they
the thing.
really stacked?
Listen. Here,
they had 73 wins.
Draymond Green was
they had 73 wins.
No, I'm talking about.
They had 73 wins.
I'm talking about before the 73 wins.
Development.
Before the 73 wins. The difference is that Golden State developed their players.
Absolutely.
So when they came into the season, when they won 67 games in 2015, they was the 6th ranked team in the NBA preseason. The next year after they won the championship, they thought it was a fluke. Then they had OKC, they had the Spurs, and Cleveland ranked higher than them, and then they felt disrespected and won 73 games. When they win 73 games because of a system that's created around Steph Curry, and he played at Super Saiyan level that year, broke every record, was 90, 50, 45, averaged 30 points, 7 assists, sit out 25 fourth quarters, hit 402 threes, which shattered his record from 287. He played at Super Saiyan level. Instead of saying, wow, Steph Curry is really this guy, everybody started giving props to Klay Thompson and Draymond Green and all these other people who are literally nothing but role players. If they go to other teams, even Klay, he might average like 26 or something, but he's not going to win because Klay can't create his own shot or create anything for anybody else. He is a great role player. He's a great defensive player.
But name me a team that has.
They all stay together, man.
Name me a championship team recent years besides, I would say, Cleveland with LeBron, that's had 3-4 different superstar teams. You had Boston, where they
okay. Well, let's look at San Antonio.
So what does that matter? We had San Antonio. San Antonio.
Let's look at San Antonio. No, here's how I feel about San Antonio. Let's talk about San Antonio. The year that the Golden State went 73-9. Right? San Antonio had won 60-something games the year before.
Okay.
And they picked up who? LaMarcus Aldridge. And y'all saying he might be a bum now.
No, he probably averaged 2 points in the play.
No, but who cares now? But what I'm saying, at Portland, he was that dude. He was
6 and 13.
He was destroyed. So you add a superstar player to an already a system in an already all-star roster with Manu, TP, Duncan. This team already beat LeBron, and you add LaMarcus Aldridge. It's not my fault Durant and Westbrook just raped them that year.
Pause.
Yeah, or whatever. I'm just saying the reality is Durant and Westbrook killed, but they beat them 4-2. They weren't even that close. And y'all talk. That's another thing. I think people overhype Kawhi Leonard too, but that's another conversation.
Oh, no.
Overhype?
Come on.
Kawhi Leonard is an elite
But,
player.
Why is that not? How's it?
But here's a question, though, JD. JD.
Overhyping is saying he's the best player in the world, second best player in the world.
Here's a question.
No.
If OKC beats Golden State last year, right, when they were up 3-1, and KD leaves, so let's say they beat let's say OKC beat Golden State, but then they lost to Cleveland, and KD leaves and joins Golden State.
I think it would get more. First of all, he would still get looked at differently because once again, he's an elite player that you can build a team around.
Okay.
But it's kind of like a gift and a curse. I felt like you still would have got he still would have got looked down upon, but he would have been more respected.
Why?
I feel like.
Listen.
I just my personal opinion, but then also I feel it's a gift and a curse because, for instance, like Carmelo Anthony. Okay, he's a superstar power that's like Kevin Durant that you can build a team around.
Right.
And instead of him leaving and partnering up with, whoever.
Who?
Carmelo Anthony.
He had Porzingis and Rose. They should have did some
But what
numbers.
I'm saying is,
Melo wanted that money, man.
But I know, I'm just saying, instead of him leaving and partnering up just to get a championship and taking less money, like maybe LeBron did or KD did, he stayed with a losing team.
He took
and he's
money
getting a
every
knock
time.
for that. But I'm just saying, he's getting a knock for that.
I don't agree with that.
It's a gift and a curse.
It's not. I don't agree with that. I'm going to tell you why I don't agree
How?
with
He
that.
stayed there. He's on a losing team.
He took money every time.
I'm going to tell you why I don't agree with that. Because when he left Denver, they lost in the Western Conference Finals to Kobe now. Yeah. So you had a team. Your little goofy self wanted to be in New York because that's where your wife wanted to be, who you don't even have anymore. So at the end of the day, you left a Chauncey Billups, an Allen Iverson, J.R. Smith, and Nene, and all these people in Denver. Kenyon Martin
was a beast.
When you had a whip, you left a whip to try to build something in New York. That whole 2003 class, don't forget you said D Wade was going down, but he got drafted with LeBron. So that whole 2003 class, to me, are all goofies.
Melo was in that same class too.
All of them. I think going and joining teams instead of like building your own success and developing players. Jordan developed Pippen. People don't want to talk about that, but Pippen averaged 7 points his first year. Pippen didn't come in the league being Scottie Pippen. He got under Michael Jordan, and Jordan made Pippen. Instead of developing y'all players, you decide to say, my legacy's on the line. See, at the end of the day, if you stay in the position and stay in the situation, you will see truly who you are. We will see the true face.
He mentioned it. Listen, man, when Barkley went at him, the first thing he said, I'm not going to let this man taint my legacy like that. And then he started bringing up like personal stuff. Barkley, hitting the kid or something. I mean, like why?
Listen,
why would you bring up
that? That's
but
part
the
of the
fact
reason
that
I
he
don't
thinks
like
about
him.
his legacy all the time. Like that's all.
Yeah,
I've never heard Jordan say
it's always about him.
My legacy.
Everything's about. He allows the media to rip his teammates apart all the time. One of the realest things I've seen this year is when the plus minus for OKC was ridiculous when Westbrook came out of the game.
Okay.
It was literally like up 20 when Westbrook was in the game and down 36 when he wasn't in the game. Okay. And the media asked Scott Adams or whatever, Steven Adams. Yeah. They asked him like, yo, what do you think happens when Westbrook, why are y'all not holding up? And Westbrook, he's like, nah. Yeah. We all one team. It ain't when I'm in the game or when I'm out the game. Don't try to split us up. Don't try to tear us apart. LeBron sits back and allows the media to be like, you need help. Somebody needs to step up. And blah, blah.
Wait a minute. You can't.
The real estate
LeBron can't control the media. Nobody can control the media. The media's going to say what they want to say
something.
Anyway.
Like, first in the finals, what did he say?
What's
the difference in the KD? Like, what do you mean? Like, at the end of the day, let's keep it 100.
I mean, KD went in Fuego. I've never seen him put up numbers like he's put up.
So why did?
I mean, he's been a killer, but the way he played that last game, game 5, oh my.
So why did Golden State win 73 games?
So of course he's gonna say he was
because they shared the ball.
Did they win 73 games because they had? Did they win 73 games because they had the most talent in the NBA?
No.
Or did they win 73 games because they played the best basketball in the NBA?
They played the best basketball.
So when y'all look at that, you go to the finals last year. In both finals before Steph Curry got KD, he's never had a player average over 18 points a game. So the
That's
year
'cause he was shooting all the shots.
no, he wasn't.
No, he really wasn't.
He's one of the most efficient players in the league. He might take 16 to 17 shots. Actually, Klay Thompson actually leads the league. They team in shots almost every year.
Puts it up.
Okay, but not one finals has Klay showed up, and these are facts.
The last two games he just played well.
No, yeah, I'm saying, but what I'm saying is, before they got Kevin Durant, nobody on Golden State averaged over 18 points a game. So you have Kyrie averaging 30 or 27 or ridiculous, and LeBron's averaging 32. You got two people beating up on a point guard. That's all you really have. So what they do, just like they did all through the playoffs, they trap, they hold, they beat up on Steph Curry. So now you bring another elite scorer.
You can't say they beat up on Steph Curry. He can't help that he's a $120. He got to get in the weight room. He's small.
Steph Curry did not play like he should have played last year's finals.
He did not, but he came back with a vengeance this year.
He was hurt last year. No.
Was this loss in this finals LeBron's fault for Cleveland? If
he
played phenomenally, he played phenomenally. So was it his fault?
Triple-double. No, it's not his fault. I feel like this.
Okay, hold on.
It's two knocks. I think LeBron should have took a couple of shots that was like he settled for jumpers, and he should have went to the basket a couple times. But see, I can say that about Kyrie too.
Okay,
I'm a Cavs fan. I almost broke my TV. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because you can see the momentum change when everybody got aggressive and was going to the basket. Don't bail them out. Keep going. We don't got to play their style.
They broke down in that last 2 minutes.
Then it was a mental thing, right?
Right.
Simple.
People was wide open.
My middle school cuts. All that's simple is telling them to switch.
Right.
So instead of y'all talking and saying switch,
wide open.
You expecting the other man to get it, and the other man expecting you to get that person, and it's a layup.
Right.
All when Tristan Thompson went out the game.
Right.
Then it was a miscommunication where towards the end of the game when we need stops, we were scoring. But I'll say the Cleveland needed stops. You had Corver on KD on Durant, who was playing the best basketball of his life right now. Corver's not a defender. He's on that team to hit knockdown shots. I played against Corver in college.
Okay.
He's a shooter. He can play D, but he's not about to stop Kevin Durant.
Right.
So why are y'all leaving him out on the island with Kevin Durant?
So
it was a combination. They win a whole lot of.
It was a combination of bad coaching at the end, and not saying that Tyrone was a bad coach.
It was
some bad decisions. It was a couple of mental letdowns on defense.
Man, that screen roll, man, it was unguardable. Like, it would not have mattered.
They stopped doing that. Cleveland stopped doing that.
No, I'm talking about Golden State. Like, that screen roll with Golden State is unstoppable. Because you can't switch.
Well, when you put Kevin Durant in it, you can't switch it because it's a mismatch.
Or Steph. So what did Ty Lue do? Hey, listen, we have to slow down Steph.
The help side should have came quicker.
How?
What do you mean how?
So you're going to leave somebody wide open?
No, you rotate.
So let me ask you this.
You can't. Okay,
I'd rather do that. I'd rather leave somebody wide open in the corner.
So you're gonna rotate 28
feet. Then let Kevin Durant coming down the middle and dunking wide open. You're
gonna rotate 28 feet because they're shooting that thing from 25 to 28 feet.
Let me ask you this.
They stretch the floor so wide.
If we go to war tomorrow as a country, and we lose to North Korea, are we going to blame the soldiers or are we going to blame Trump?
We're going to blame Trump.
So why are we blaming the soldiers when it comes to LeBron?
LeBron's
not the coach.
LeBron's not the coach.
LeBron is the best player. Listen, here's what I'm saying.
You can say that about every superstar on the team.
No.
It seems like it's LeBron's team, not the coach.
Exactly, and I feel like I do blame every superstar.
He has to take
when Westbrook lost against Houston, I didn't say Houston had a better team. I had picked OKC to win, and I blame Westbrook because he didn't finish games. I don't care if you're tired. I don't care any of that. I feel like you work hard enough and you train for these moments. So no, and I am a Westbrook fan. My thing with LeBron, I blame LeBron because you stack all these teams with talents, but you don't empower your players. You make them dependent on you. You make everything about you.
He can help say, "Hey, coach, these are the pieces that I need."
No, he doesn't.
When the lights come on,
technically, can't he do that because he's got 3 championships already?
Right.
No, what I'm saying.
When the lights come on, you can't determine whether Pat misses a shot or not.
Cleveland plays terrible basketball, so when he comes out the game, because
he just shot one of the highest 3-point percentages in the playoffs ever.
Because they play terrible basketball.
And that's all he is concerned about.
It's all ISO basketball and screen and roll at the top, everybody else standing around and no movement at all. So when you take the quote-unquote what he was crying about all season, that playmaker out, right, which is him or Kyrie.
So he gets knocked because he can't get a break. Every time he gets a break, the team
you're not. Stop cutting me off. Listen,
So what you mean?
I'm telling you, he gets knocked because he cannot play and create a system that everybody can play in cohesively. It's all about him. That's why he gets. That's why he gets these gaudy numbers, because at the end of the day, everything goes and flows through him. We could do the same thing with Kevin Durant and Westbrook in OKC. It was terrible basketball. That's why they always lost. Golden State plays basketball where it's nothing but movement. Everybody's moving. Everybody touches the ball. Everybody's in rhythm. So people knock down shots.
Wouldn't you want to play with that? I mean,
I would never want to play with LeBron James.
No. I'm talking about.
But he won like last year like that.
No, listen.
And it's
I'm talking about how
talent.
Golden State plays, though.
Exactly.
I'm talking about how Golden State plays.
Cleveland
wouldn't you
had
want to
more
play
talent
with that?
Everybody has their own
than Golden
strategy,
State. So if I got to stop two people in Cleveland and all you have to do is stop Steph Curry on Golden State, then it's a different thing. We got to stop Kyrie and LeBron. Yes, we play better basketball, but when we come out with equal talent and playing our style of basketball that's better, the series was 4-1. And it shouldn't have been 4-1. It should have been 4-0. If Steph Curry would have played good
last year.
Yes,
easily.
If Steph Curry would have played well, the game he didn't, then it would have been a sweep. So at the end of the day, the problem is that we glorify LeBron for this high IQ and all this other goofy stuff. But the reality is his inability to play off the ball and you don't make people better if I go to the bench and then y'all play terrible. I make you dependent. I make you better if when I'm not there, you're able to do and maintain the offense and play and do your thing.
Yeah, Spurs and Warriors do that well.
Spurs, Warriors, and
no
Boston.
matter who comes in and out of the game.
And that's the difference with that's what difference with KD did. LeBron chased talent. He went after D-Wade because at the time the top three players in the league it was D-Wade, him, and Kobe. So he went after the most talent and then said, "I'm gonna put talent on the team and we just gonna run through the league." He did the AAU thing. This is what AAU coaches do. Oh, you good? You good? You good? Come play on my team. We just gonna beat up on the little kids. Okay, so this is what he did. What KD did is said, "Okay, Golden State has a system. I don't have to come down and play one-on-one basketball the whole time. I don't have to come down and play ISO basketball. I can come and just fit right into a system."
And plus, it's a brotherhood there, too.
Right, it's a brotherhood. Listen, Bob Myers said, we did not pick players up solely on talent. We picked them up. We asked around the league. We asked for high-character players and high IQ players. Therefore, you have decision-makers out there.
Isn't that considered weak in today's league, though?
Exactly, but you see it's not.
Spurs are a great example.
Spurs are a great example. So you pick up players like David West, who the Spurs said was trash at the time, right? You pick up David West, high IQ. You pick up Andre Iguodala, high IQ. You pick up Sean Livingston, high IQ. You pick up
and JJ Redick might go there, but
that'd be funny.
Redick might go there.
But you pick up all these high IQ players, so they just play good basketball. Good basketball is beating AAU basketball. What the real conversation is that it's good basketball beating AAU basketball, because that's all it really is. So now you got Golden State playing this great form of basketball where everybody's touching the ball, where everybody's helping on defense too. You got Draymond Green, the 6'9" dude, about to get Defensive Player of the Year. KD's whole career, he's being killed for saying he's not a great defensive player. He averaged
3 blocks a game.
That's what I'm saying. Like, look at what they're doing, man. They're empowering their players. KD got hurt. They won 13 games.
What if teams start doing what Durant did? Is that
superstars need to start chasing systems? They don't need to start chasing talent. If I was a superstar,
in today's league, they should start chasing systems.
If I was Gordon Hayward, I would go to Boston. If I was Boogie or anybody other superstar, I would go to Boston or San Antonio. Okay. I will put the pressure on the coach to say, give me a good system. Right now, another good system I think is going to work is Jason Kidd and them in Milwaukee.
Thank you.
Utah always has a legit system. Memphis plays.
Memphis is solid every year.
In Miami, watch out for Miami.
Oh yeah.
Spo got a good. Listen, we gave Spo hell when LeBron was there. We tried to say, because every time anybody plays with LeBron, either the coach is terrible, his teammates are terrible. It's always everybody's terrible except LeBron. We gave Spo all the strife and everything possible. But Spo can coach, because that system they had, that defense Miami had was fast and was moving. The system they had, everybody was efficient. Everybody touched the ball. That was the best LeBron played in Miami.
Yeah. Hey, so does he go back to Cleveland if they beat the Spurs in 14? JD?
Is LeBron leaving this year?
Nah, next year, man, he'll leave.
No, he's not leaving.
It's business, bro. It's business.
Why is that okay?
Man, LeBron got hurt. He's not listening. Like, I've been listening to this, and AJ has some great points, but he also does a lot of they say this and they say that, and I feel like at the end of the day, being a superstar on a team or being a captain of every team on any level, I agree with it's your responsibility because at the end of the day, when you win, it's a team win.
Right.
Or you played well and he led the team, but it's a team win.
Right.
But when you lose as a superstar or the captain of that team, it's your fault.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm not going to sit up here and defend him on that.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, he put up the numbers that he was supposed to put up. And you
True.
may be right. Their system is different from Golden State. Golden State, they implement this system and it's team ball and it's more this and the third. When Cleveland's playing well, they whip that ball around their horn. Everybody's on point. Everybody's shooting well. Everybody's playing well. Everybody's in their bag. They play well together. Now, their strategy is different. It's more geared towards LeBron because LeBron is a freak of nature.
Right.
There's no other one like his kind
Nobody
to
can
compare
stop
it
him.
to.
He's a top 10 player.
He's a 1
Nobody
through
can
a
stop him.
5. He's a
one-on-one.
He's a center in a point guard's body that's faster than everybody, stronger than everybody.
Right.
So of course, why not play through him?
But that could be his problem too.
But we speculating on that. All I'm saying is it was designed that way for a reason.
Their defense is terrible too.
So he may control the ball the majority of the time, but he's the best player in the world right now.
So he needs to pick
I
needs to pick
think
what
Steph
strength
Curry's the
he
best
wants to
player in the
utilize more.
I'm just saying.
Does he want to score
We
or does he
can't-
want to be the point guard?
Listen to me.
Once he makes that decision,
Yes.
that team would change, man.
My
But what
question
I'm
is
saying
this.
is we can't criticize them for their style of play. Is all I'm saying.
I
Well, they
hate-
have
I
two
hate it.
players that
Because
play
I got them a
one-on-one all the
chip
time.
last year.
That's it.
They
They won like that last year.
okay, that's like me going out to one of these circuits and seeing the top 10 players in the country and 7 of them on one team and they win the circuit. And then we say we can't criticize them for the way they playing. Well, yes, I can because they're just better than everybody. We're not teaching good basketball. We're just saying, okay, you put everybody on the same team and you just bet you have more talent than everybody. That's all that really is. When I look at what LeBron and all them are doing, number one thing is, okay, the offense is running through LeBron, and I think he has too much power. That's me personally. But I also think he has one of the highest IQs in the game, and I also think he has one of the best visions and passers in the game.
He's a top 10 player.
I think it's
Of all time,
I think
he
it's a
is.
tragedy, and I think he's selfish in this way that not one year has he buckled down and said, "I'm going to make everybody better like a Magic Johnson and lead the league in assists." If James Harden,
I mean, you got to think
if
he's doing that in
James
his
Harden,
own way, though.
no, if James Harden is able to say, "I'm going to lead the league in assists," and LeBron James has more weapons than James Harden. If LeBron James is LeBron James and the guy that makes everybody better, he should buckle down, pull Kyrie under his wing, and
I think
say,
he tried to do that for this
No,
finals
wait a
because he
minute. So
averaged
watch
the
this.
triple
No,
double.
but like
So
he
watch
has to
this.
pick what type of player, what strength he wants to.
So watch this. Guess what happens when that happens? Same thing that happens at the end of the games now in the big games. Same thing that happened in the finals when they lost it, whatever was it, game 4, when he drove to the bucket.
They
And he
won
could have
game
scored.
4.
I mean, what was the game?
Game 3.
3. When he drove to the bucket and he could have scored it, but who did he kick it to in the corner? Someone who had a better three-point percentage than himself, who was Kyle Korver.
Okay,
and he
but-
got knocked and criticized for passing the
But
ball.
because-
he shouldn't have kept it, right?
No, because
so
he's-
now if he wait a minute, hear me out. So now if he gears towards what you say and trying to prove to make everybody better and just only concentrating on getting assists and making everybody better, what is everybody gonna say about LeBron?
Selfish.
No, if he keeps passing the ball to everybody and passing up the big shots and they so happen to lose or whatever, if they win without, they're going to say,
But he didn't
well, they
do-
won without him
but he
because
didn't
such
do
and
that
such
all
made the
game.
bucket.
I
Or
think-
they're going to say, he's being too passive.
No,
So-
but at the end of the day, Magic Johnson took 10 to 12 shots a game, right? And he's second all time in assists in what, 11 years, 12 years? 11 years. What I'm saying is you have an unstoppable scorer in Kyrie Irving. If you buckle
I agree
down
with that.
and you empower Kyrie and say, I want you to lead the league in scoring this year.
Yeah.
Right? And make sure and create a system to where if I'm going to be the facilitator, I'm not going to take the most shots. Also, y'all don't see that.
If he's the main
No,
scorer
but
on the team,
no,
how can
no.
he buckle down and do that?
Right. And
How-
there's been games where
See,
Kyrie
Kyrie-
shot way more than LeBron.
Is he a better games, not seasons? Is he a better scorer than Kyrie Irving?
No.
So if I have a weapon like that, then utilize the weapon. I play in the Teague League right now, right? And I played in leagues my whole life, and I've been able to average 25 to 30 points a game without a problem. When we played my job was to shoot and distribute. So I probably was averaging like 20 and 10, right? I play with JD, Balls, and all these other people. My role doesn't diminish. My role gets smarter, okay? Get JD the ball in the post. Let's play through JD. I penetrate and I make sure everybody else eats. Boss gets shots. Jalen gets shots. Fat Matt gets shots. Ty gets shots. You got to do what's best for the team. LeBron only does what's best for LeBron. And now that he lost, we have these conversations. He did all he could do. He averaged a triple-double. No, you didn't. You didn't empower your teammates because, for one, if you would have empowered your teammates, you would be
Or
able
his
to...
teammates didn't rise to the occasion.
Thank
They missed
you.
a lot of shots.
Kevin Love scored his first bucket in
there
the
was a lot of
second
assists
half.
happening. They just couldn't
in
score.
the third quarter.
Kevin Love destroyed the first 2 games.
Listen,
The
man,
first
yeah.
2 games. I'm
So
talking
why
about
didn't they
it
win the
mattered.
first 2 games? The
'Cause he
first 2
didn't-
games,
he
every
didn't
game
play
matters.
this-
Every game matters in the playoffs. What are we talking about? I mean, the finals. So if I have 27-7, you say I didn't play well. That's
He
foolery.
played
Hey,
well
listen.
all year. I'm talking about
LeBron
when we
should
needed
say,
him in the
listen.
clutch, he was not there.
What I'm saying, your teammates not rising to the occasion is on your leader at the end of the day. If you empower your teammates, you should
If I drop to the basket, I
you
get
should
you an
be
open
able-
shot and
you-
you missed it. That's not my fault. You missed that
you
shot.
should be able to sit out longer than 2 minutes a game because they know how to run the system and you trust them. Durant's able to sit on the bench, not because he
goes
has
back
better
to the
players.
personnel. That
It's
goes
not
back to
because at the
personnel.
end of the day, okay, even if Darren Williams isn't Darren Williams that he used to be, he still at the
Darren
time
Williams probably went 2 for $1 million.
because Darren Williams is not in the system
And
that
Jay
fits
Williams
his game.
He had
That-
game.
He
though.
had some big shots in game.
He had a couple of big shots.
He
yes,
killed.
he did.
He killed in game.
I'm a D. Williams fan, but he
So-
did not play like himself when we needed
But
him.
that nobody. That's what you're not seeing.
That's
Nobody.
not LeBron's fault, though.
Nobody in the history of playing with LeBron has played like themselves when they played with LeBron. Chris Bosh went down.
Okay.
Dwayne Wade went down. Kyrie Irving went down. Kevin Love went down. Nobody in the history of playing with LeBron has played like themselves. But y'all keep telling me that this man makes
Dwayne
people
Wade
better.
did.
He did not.
They won a championship.
They won a championship because they was better than
Wade,
everybody.
Wade did his first year.
Wade had injuries.
Yeah, but his first year, like when he averaged 30 in that finals, because LeBron had a total of 8 points in like four quarters.
Yes, in the finals, in the
But-
Dallas series.
LeBron should say, "Listen, I'm going to be the point guard. Kyrie, you're going to score."
Right. And then get Kevin Love. David Black got fired on the strength of him trying to create a system to where everybody else
LeBron
can
didn't want him there.
And he didn't
So
want
let me
him there.
ask y'all
LeBron
this:
wanted
then,
him
in the
there.
perfect world, okay, next year, what pieces do y'all think Cleveland can add on?
They don't need
None.
nothing.
They don't need any, man. Listen, LeBron
So the
need-
coach is perfect, the players are perfect.
No, LeBron needs to decide what strength does he want to focus on. Does he want to score or does he want to facilitate? I think for the next 2 to 5 seasons
Why don't they get a guy who can distribute then?
No,
Because
it's
LeBron,
him.
They
No,
need
it's
LeBron
him.
to score.
No, look,
they
it's
don't
him.
need LeBron to score.
LeBron-
What is his role?
Kevin Love averaged 27 points before
Listen,
in his
man,
career.
LeBron needs to be their point guard. Kyrie needs to be their primary scorer.
Exactly.
And then Kevin Love feed off of him.
That's
Period.
That's exactly
Period.
what needs to happen.
Now,
LeBron-
he might have games where he might have
LeBron
40.
brings the ball up probably.
Is that what got them the
70% of
championship
time.
last year?
what got them the championship last
So,
year is
Man, was
Draymond
Draymond getting suspended game 5?
and then losing.
Stop it.
No, and then them listen.
and
then,
the game
then-
6 was rigged, but go
no,
ahead.
I don't care about any of the games being rigged. At the end of the day, Bogut going down hurt them because Golden State is a unit. It is a team, and they depended on that rim protection because that's how their defense goes. So you lose your rim protector, and what happened? Kyrie and LeBron had a wide open
Straight
lane
going
going
to
to
the
the
basket.
bucket every game. And from 5, 6, and 7, Kyrie and LeBron was getting 40, 30, 40, and they was just getting to the bucket
Yeah,
because that's
yeah.
the best part of their game. So when you lose Bogut, that hurt Golden State as a whole. But playing that game in that style, you have, like, the way they play is you have to have so much talent because the way they play is trash, but the way Golden State plays, the way San Antonio play, Golden State empowered rookies. LeBron got rid of K. Felder and them. I need playmakers.
And
Bring me.
Wiggins.
So you got who was the rookie? McCall.
Yeah.
And some McAdoo. It's a lot of people in
Yeah.
there, but of course they got Iggy
Golden
and
State
Livingston.
plays similar to the Spurs system.
Why
Yeah,
do they
yeah.
play similar to the Spurs and the Bulls system? Because Steve Kerr played under the triangle and the running motion in
All that
San
stems from,
Antonio, right? So it's all
All that
stems
stems
I
from
can-
Larry Brown, though.
Yeah, it's all
that
stems
from
for
Larry Brown.
reads. So
Right.
at the end of the day, it's hard to figure out a play because it's like, okay, they passed it here. If you know anything about the triangle, it's all reads. It's never just
Right.
I pass, I cut, and blah blah blah. It's I pass, I see the defense, then
move
I cut,
depending on what
and
they-
then
yeah,
I cut
right.
off of what he did,
Right.
and that's what Golden State's offense is because Steve Kerr played with San Antonio with Duncan, and he played it
comes
with
from
Jordan.
an elite basketball team
Right.
in itself.
And then
You
on
understand?
top of that, the organization at hand, the best player in their organization is Steph Curry, and he allows the organization to do their job. He lets Bob Myers do his job.
Mm-hmm.
He lets Jerry West do his job. He lets Steve Kerr do his job. So what did they do? They brought in Steve Nash. to work with Steph Curry. Okay. They bring in Mike Brown, who everybody says is a terrible coach, but by far is one of the best defensive coaches of all time. Okay. When LeBron had Mike Brown in Cleveland, 08 and 09, when he's winning them 60 games, Cleveland had the best defense in the league. Nobody ever talks about that.
And y'all say the best record.
Yes, y'all say they bums, but they had the best defense in the league. You bring these pieces in. Steph Curry could have said F you to the Warriors, because at the end of the day, the first coach who believed in him, going back to what JD said, was Mark Jackson. Mm-hmm. And he didn't want Mark Jackson to go. And when he got fired, he could have been 9, messing with Kurt, blah, blah, blah. But he listened.
He was a commentator for the whole series.
I think that's the ultimate troll move.
I think you should land I think Mark Jackson should land a head coaching job.
He should, but let me ask you, why hasn't he? Because his agent...
Because of his tactics, probably.
His agent is LeBron James' agency. So when David Black got fired, why did you hire Tyronn Lue and you represent Mark Jackson? Like even the reason Wiggins isn't at Cleveland is because he refused to sign with Rich Paul.
Oh, is that right?
So when you see these things, man, you see a selfish guy that wants control of everything. You throw your front office under. I need a GD playmaker. Get me what I want. Blah blah blah.
Some of those things
Rich
feel
Paul
like,
is an agent,
but the playmaker is him.
But this is the thing, though. Some of these things I think we're hanging on LeBron, and like I said, I can't speak for that man because I'm not that man. Listen, I can't speak for that man because I'm not that man. I'm a fan, just like everybody else is on the outside looking in. Okay. So we don't know the pressure that he's going through. First of all, he's doing all of this.
I don't care about the word.
But listen to me. I'm just saying. First of all, he's doing all of this because with all the comparisons to Jordans and the Kobe's and all this, he's been having to prove people wrong since high school. He's having. He left the city and got criticized for that. So he came back.
He left.
He came back and won the championship. Then he still got criticized. So you're always going to get criticized, just like KD. KD got criticized for leaving OKC. Even taking a big shot, he still got criticized. So if he would have stayed, if he came to Golden State and lost, he would have got criticized. If he came to Golden State and won, he gets criticized. Right. As basketball players, we always get criticized. So
we also always get praised.
Hold on. So at the end of the day, what I'm saying with LeBron is we don't know what was going on in his head. But what I do know is he's on something that other players in NBA history has not been on because he's built himself an empire. Okay. He's a business mogul. Okay, so he's actually taken the game of basketball and actually used that to benefit instead of basketball using him like a lot of players. Okay. It happens to over the history.
He does a lot off the court, too.
I love him for that.
I agree with you saying.
So some of those decisions that we're making, we don't know why he's making those decisions we're making.
That's also the problem for me, too. Now,
he's protecting his brand.
No, I love that he builds that business.
He's opening up doors for us as basketball players to have a voice and be able to make more decisions and make more money.
Well.
What you mean?
Okay, so I love the fact that he's a businessman. But
the players are doing all the hard work. We're doing all the blood, sweat, tears, the injuries, playing through quarter zone shots, whatever these players are doing as NBA players. And yes, to an average person, we see, they're making $50 million, man. I love that. That's cool. Right. But look at like the owner that was at the Clippers with the racist guy that got fired.
Donald Sterling.
Sterling. How much money you think he made?
$2.5 billion.
Yeah. Okay, how many broken bones has he had? How many torn ACLs has he had?
None from playing.
How many suicides he's ran?
None.
So
okay, then.
LeBron should try to start his own league.
He's opening up the door to empower players to have more of a voice.
Well, then he should try to start his own league. Then
see, the thing is, I don't agree with that. I think it started with Magic and Jordan.
And I didn't say it started with LeBron. I said he's helped build that.
I mean, here's the difference. This is where I have a problem with LeBron. I think he's amazing when it comes to that business stuff. Like I think he will be the first basketball billionaire while playing. And I think
we got to give him praise for that, so we can't question every decision he makes. That's my point.
You got to.
Some decisions going to be good, some going to be bad, but obviously know he's on to something.
But listen, what I'm saying.
Does he stay in Cleveland?
Everything in life isn't about business. All money ain't good money, and that's the problem.
The NBA is a business.
It is, but also with great power comes great responsibility, fam. He has an extreme influence on society and influence on children. So at the end of the day, the things that you do reflect to the children and it reflects to everything that's going on. I think he came into the league with a business mindset instead of just playing. It's nothing wrong with having a business mindset, but you still play. I think
Jay-Z got in him. He had William Buffett got in him.
Warren Buffett,
Warren Buffett.
And I said that. I said when LeBron first came in the league, he reached out to Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, and Hove. Kobe came in the league, he reached out to Jordan, Bill Russell, and Magic. Right. Like one was focused on being the greatest basketball player. One was focused on being perceived as the best basketball player. So everything
That's an opinion.
everything he does is a politician move to me. And that's how, like, I said, and it's funny, I said, LeBron, before the finals started, I said, LeBron's about to lose the finals. Look out for him being very charitable, because every single time he loses, he's very charitable. Because what does the media do? Man, he might not be the GOAT in basketball, but he's the GOAT off the court. So where did I go? And somebody tagged me and said, you just caught this.
And that's all a part of his brand.
Yeah,
But are we too critical of somebody that wants to
No.
be charitable?
No, I'm not too critical of anybody. I think if you sit back and you want all
He
the
doesn't
praise,
think that it's coming from a genuine place.
yes,
Oh, okay.
I think if you want to be praised that much, you also have to see the light and the dark. It's a balance. So to me, being critiqued is you correcting me and making me better. LeBron has avoided all critique. We say we can't critique him, right? But then you watch the media and they say it's always somebody else's fault. It's never LeBron's fault. It's always blah, blah, blah. Look at him. He averaged a triple-double. Nobody cares about that, because when we played basketball growing up, they told us that the name on the back don't matter. It's the name on the front. I cannot separate individual accomplishments and team accomplishments. They all coincide with each other. So if I am the best player in the world, I should be on the best team in the world, because it shouldn't be another team that is the best team in the world at that time. If you look at history, if you look at Bill Russell, and I wrote an article on this, so look for it. You look at Bill Russell, he revolutionized the game with the fast break offense, won 11 championships. You look at Magic Johnson.
And the autograph, too.
Yeah, he revolutionized the game with the Showtime offense. Now everybody wants to pace. That's what the Golden State Warriors are doing. Then you look at Michael Jordan, he revolutionized the game with the IQ and the triangle offense. You have a great player, you need a system. LeBron, and I love Peyton Manning to death, is like Peyton Manning. Brady was more willing to say, okay, Belichick, I'm going to listen to play in the system. Peyton Manning wanted all the control, and it bit him every single time. So what I'm saying is, throughout this greatness, you got Kobe. Kobe worked in the triangle, because I'm a Kobe fan. He did a lot of things Mike did. So his game worked in the triangle. Then you look now, what offense that LeBron revolutionized, what offense that he did that changed the NBA, that kids and coaches can say, I want my teams to play like this. You can't say that. What did revolutionize the game is how Steph Curry plays. Because now
Kids are shooting.
They are
shooting.
Right.
Yeah.
So they told you a 3-point team can't win the game. A jump shot team can't win a championship. A scoring point guard can't win a championship.
Are you saying in order for you to be the best player in the world, you have to be on the team that wins the championship every year?
No, not the best. The team that wins the championships. But if you are a part of a dynasty, right? LeBron was the best player in the world when he was in Miami, because Miami looked like a dynasty, right? But if you are a part of a dynasty and you are changing the game,
Who's gonna be the dynasty and win the Indy Hoop Fest?
that is a good question.
That's what I want to know.
That is a good question. So you could be the best in the world.
So you can be the best in the world.
Steph Curry is the best in the world.
Is Cleveland a better team than they were last year?
They should have been. That's another thing I'm disappointed in. After they won the championship, they should have came together, and they should have went for 73 wins.
He needs to look, man. He needs to set out and say, "I'm going to be the point guard, and I'm gonna average 15 assists a game." And that'll shut a whole lot of people.
It would. I wouldn't be able to say anything. I would be like, he's
I'm
averaging
telling you.
15 assists a game, dog. He's doing what he's supposed to do.
That would shut a whole lot of people up.
Like, because at the end of the day, I think he's the best
He can do
passer in
it.
the NBA. I would say
He can
CP3
do
or
that,
Rondo,
though.
but I do think
That's
LeBron
the thing,
James.
man. With him, he
I have
can
a
do
question.
that.
I have a question for y'all because I've been listening to this a lot, and I know we kind of got off the topic.
What's happening?
Well, we got kind of caught on to the Cleveland, which is cool. I knew that was gonna happen when we got AJ in the building.
I mean, I don't care to talk about LeBron.
But I have some questions that I want to ask.
Let's
you. I
ask
feel
about
like
this big three.
We got a lot of basketball IQ in this room today, so I want to ask some questions. I know some of
For
us.
sure.
What's your top 10 best players that come out of Indianapolis?
Oh, that's a good question.
That's
So
what
are we
I
talking
wanna know.
about pros and everything?
I'm talking about pro. I'm talking about
Yeah.
period.
Are we talking about our era? Because you say Indianapolis or Indiana?
Yes, we could say Indiana.
So
Indiana.
I mean, Bird and Big O's 1 and 2.
Yeah.
We'll say
Sean Kemp.
NBA
And
Hall
Sean
of
Kemp.
Famers.
Who?
NBA. We'll say NBA then.
Okay, so
Top 10 NBA.
Top
we ain't gotta
10.
say NBA. We could say people.
Okay, top 10 people then from
Yeah,
Indiana.
I seen playing. So who y'all want to go first?
I don't care. Oscar, Larry Bird.
Those two got to be the first two in there.
Yeah, up there.
Yeah.
Sean Kemp got to be up there. Bonzi somewhere in there. Glenn Robinson.
G-Rob, that is a good one.
That's what I was
I
gonna
mean,
say, too.
That is a good one, P. Wills.
I mean, you gotta say him. Okay, what's that, 5?
That's 5.
Just give us 5. That's fine.
No,
Just
10. Because it's some kids that should deserve to be on there.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Gotta put G Hill in there.
Yep, I agree.
And this is just straight NBA, right?
No, you could put anybody.
Okay, because I'm naming NBA players.
Don't forget Zebo.
Oh yeah, Zach,
Randolph. Gotta go with
Zach, Zach.
I was waiting for somebody to say that. Like,
Yeah,
There's one dude I know you better put in there because I agree with you, except for maybe one person. I'm gonna go with yours, except for but it's one person that.
Hold on, I have 2 left.
Okay.
There's Zach. Man, that is tough.
Can't be tough. Think NBA
Bro,
today.
I mean,
better throw Gordon Hayward in there.
oh yeah.
Better throw Gordon Hayward in there.
Gordon Hayward.
That's definitely.
You gotta throw in Jeff Teague.
Gordon Hayward.
Okay.
Nah,
Okay.
I mean,
I like Teague.
Teague is good.
yeah, Teague. Okay,
Teague is
Teague in
good.
there. Go Teague. Yeah, I mean that's 10.
That's mine too.
So
I
like all of
second
mine
that.
was just NBA players.
Okay, what about you, Ray?
I second that.
You second that? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Big O,
Yeah.
Okay,
Larry Bird.
okay,
Then I'm gonna go G-Rock.
okay. Hey,
Glenn
can't argue that, man.
You talking about just Indiana players, right?
Yeah.
So just the impact on does the impact on Indiana mean something? Because
I mean, it can be. I mean, look,
if the impact on Indiana,
Sean Kemp, the first one.
Okay,
well,
we get Sean Kemp, but we got to put Damon Bailey.
Hold on,
in there.
dog. Hold on,
Damon
dog.
Bailey.
George McGinnis. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
George McGinnis.
Yeah.
I'm tripping, dog.
So okay, I'm gonna go Gordon
That's a tough
Hayward.
list.
I'm gonna say George.
Mm-hmm.
I think George is tough. As far as high school, college, and the NBA, I mean, I think what's the name's playing better, but I think Eric Gordon's probably the best high school player I've ever seen play in my life.
In the league or just period?
I ever witnessed, like with my own 2 eyes,
Right.
is Eric Gordon.
Okay.
Oh man, I forgot about I forgot all about EJ.
Yeah.
Who else is there?
Talent.
So many.
So dang, it is tough.
Let me turn into this because I know some of
Man,
us.
EJ had a
We all
movement,
agree.
boy.
We all agree on that top 10.
Yeah. But I'm going to put these 3, and I'm gonna tell why. Okay, they might not have got to the NBA, but as far as representing Indiana, they have destroyed everywhere they went and literally killed everybody.
Gotta put DB in there.
Andre Owens. I'm
Okay.
gonna give Dre his props.
But Dre made it though.
David Logan
Oh, D. Love.
Definitely. Definitely.
and JD.
He's setting
For-
record numbers
yeah.
overseas.
And people say I'm biased, but since 1999 for about what is this 2017, he held down the best big man in the city for about 15 to 20 years.
Who?
All right, huh?
JD.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate
And
it.
that was
I appreciate that.
and to this day I always make fun of him, and he probably don't think he's making fun of him no more after Wednesday, but I'll be like, dog, you're like Kevin McHale in the post.
When he gets mad, man, it's a wrap, dog.
But nobody knows when he's shooting the ball. It's the weirdest. Like somebody was like he traveled last week and he didn't travel. I was all good footwork. They just didn't know he was gonna do this little funny little hook shot thing.
Stymel.
Steinway had y'all
the
working on a
Steinway.
Michael drill.
Yeah, that was a reverse.
So those 3 would have to go in the top 15. Dre, D. Logan, and because I think they represent Indiana in a lot of different ways. As far as street ball, I am that guy. So
What about DB? What about
We
DB?
forgetting about John Stewart.
John Stewart was that dude. But,
R.I.P. John Stewart,
R.I.P.
man.
We really didn't get to see the.
When
Montross went to the league and everything.
Man, John Stewart was like before everybody. Like when we was in high school, I mean, come on, man.
He was that one.
7'2". I think when they measured him when he passed away, he was like 7'4" or something.
We beat him though.
Yeah, we did, but 300 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like he had
Yeah.
Chubby Smith. He
Elite.
had every Division I college coach.
Right.
I mean, look at the kids now. Trey Lyles, all them balling. Like
That was my next question. My next question was going to be, what do you guys think is the top 10 current best players out of the city right now?
What do you mean by current?
Like currently still
As in
playing.
active in the NBA.
Active, like playing college and NBA.
Yeah.
What's your name's number 1? Hayward's number 1, right?
Yeah. Hey, Gordon got to be number 1. He's balling right now.
Yeah, man.
He's
Hayward.
playing like a madman. I mean,
Hayward
I
and
knew.
then G
You
Hill.
got to put G Hill in there because
Gotta
he
put
went to
George
Utah
Hill.
Jazz and
He
went
was
off.
killing. Yeah, G Hill was killing.
man.
No. Conley's before G Hill.
Yeah.
Conley? Okay.
Yeah, Conley.
And Zebo.
Zach Randolph still holding it down.
Yeah.
He's still chugging along. Zebo been putting in work.
Oh,
for
he
years,
has had the
man.
same game since high school, man.
You can't stop him.
The
man.
same game.
That feathery touch,
Yeah.
6'9". I mean, I used to bang with him every day in practice. Like me and him battle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And,
Yeah.
and I think we worked on his mental attitude and actually, his approach to the game and actually working out and stuff. Like Z-Boy just show up before.
He's a humble
and just
dude, man.
play.
Right.
He's humble too.
I remember when he was real big and heavy,
And like,
and then he came back from college and was just
it was
thin.
all
I'm
baby.
like,
it was
wow.
all baby fat till he got with
In
time.
high school, he was heavy dude.
Yeah, man.
Michigan
Right.
State.
Right now, still doing. D. Logan got to go in that
But
team.
D. Logan, man.
Logan,
I got
yeah.
him in the microwave. That's my boy, man. I love
Man,
playing with that
he
dude.
cooking.
Him, hey, we had them pro-am runs, man. You know,
That
we
was
go to
murder.
other cities, and they got NBA players and the best of your city, Kentucky pro-am.
Yeah.
We held it down. Me, you know, David Logan, Andre
Trey.
Owens. We had a year. It was
Ty.
Yep. It was.
Oh man, Ty,
Tyrone Anderson. We had.
aka Paul Pierce.
Yeah, Paul.
I call him
Pierce.
Paul Pierce. all
Big
the time.
Lonnie. We had Big Lonnie Jones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Chandler Thompson. Y'all forgot about him.
Chandler
Oh,
was
yeah.
that
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
Chandler
Forgot
was that
about
guy.
Chandler.
Chandler
Yeah.
was that guy. Rutland was that
We
guy.
had Ryan
Yeah,
Rutland.
Ryan Rutland,
Yeah,
yeah.
Buck
Got to
shit.
put Josh Murray in there somewhere.
Mariano the
Yeah,
Prince got to
Mariano
go in
the
there, man.
Prince.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Then we had Jason Gardner on that team. Nobody
JG,
nobody
yep.
was stopping us. Y'all
J-
forgot about Gardner.
I mean,
Gardner was
remember,
big.
Yeah.
boys went. Was Gardner the best high school player that ever came out of Indiana?
He was Mr. Basketball. When I came out in 99, I was on the Indiana All-Star team.
I will ask you something though,
He
but
was Mr. Basketball.
but that class like '98 and '99, man, those two classes, man, were tough.
yeah.
And Jason was just
The
at a
be-
different level, man.
The best class to ever come out was
like 90. What?
was Teague and them class.
T, when they
You
had,
think so?
Who all they had? Was Rodney Carney that year?
Jeff Teague. Let's get that out the
Okay.
way.
George Hill.
Scott Martin.
George and Jeff was about the same age, right?
No, Scott Martin. Jawan Johnson.
Big Joanne, I forgot about Joanne.
Etwan Moore.
Etwan Moore.
Eric Gordon. Brandon Hayward. Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward.
Yeah.
Gordon.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dog, do you hear all the names I'm naming?
Yeah.
It was
That
ridiculous. And what's the name was on the team too? Who got Mr. Basketball? Did Eric Gordon get Mr.
Eric.
Basketball?
Eric got it that year.
Yeah, that all three freshmen from
That's the year he crushed
Hummel.
Michael Jordan's son.
Hummel was on the team. Robbie Hummel.
Yeah, Conley and Odin came out too that year, didn't they?
Greg Oden.
I think
Because they
did.
played 1 year. Yep.
No. Odin came out a year before Jawan.
Okay.
Hey, that's a humble dude too, man. I gave
Yeah,
him see
Greg.
him off the court, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know he
Oh,
kind of had his woes with his injuries and stuff, man.
Shout out, man, to Greg Oden.
Shout out
man.
Greg Oden, man. I just ran into him last weekend, man. He's pretty cool dude. Still humble, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
man.
sure.
Like he's one of those guys that never let the money and the fame get to him.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
for sure.
saying?
It just
sure.
it sucks that Portland picked him over Kevin Durant.
Man.
Yeah. But at the time, I mean, he had
He got
potential,
injured,
though.
Bro,
He was
but
injured.
no,
He was injured
see,
going into
I'm with,
the
hey,
league, wasn't
listen.
In his prime, he
But
was
see, I'm with him, man, on that. Because I was the main one saying Portland needs to pick up KD. Dude, they already had three centers at the time.
They had Lamarcus.
They had, Aldridge, Camby, and Prisbilla.
Yeah.
They already had three centers.
And then they had Brandon Roy. And then imagine if KD would have came
Oh,
in.
my goodness.
over.
Wow.
It was over.
That would have been crazy.
It would have been crazy. Man, this was a good conversation about basketball.
Yeah, for sure,
It,
man.
it didn't get wild. Let's shout out the
Kept it
big.
reasonable.
Let's shout out the Big Three because we're doing a 3-on-3 tournament.
Yep, shout
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Fox
Shout out.
Sports.
Big Three is a huge accomplishment.
For Ice Cube, for black people.
Yeah,
And as black people, let's support the Big Three. It's Ice
Absolutely.
Cube throwing the league, and what he's doing, and people don't really realize it, is giving the opportunity for old NBA players that feel like they still got game to still make money doing what
Is
they
Ivo
do.
playing in this Big
Yes, he
Three?
is.
He's on Dre team.
Who?
Yep.
Iverson.
Yeah.
Oh, AI, yep.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah,
in
he's a
Turkey.
coach
When
player.
I played in Turkey 1 year.
He's playing out there?
Yeah, he was out in Turkey. It's when he injured his calf.
Oh,
I remember
okay.
that. I
He's
remember
playing on the
that.
team in Istanbul. I was playing on the team in Ankara, which is the capital of Turkey.
Wow. Wow.
So I ran into him, after the game, just
Yeah.
hanging out, and he was over there. You can kind of tell some of the guys that's overseas, man, that he was like, hey, he ain't going to survive over here, man. He used to that NBA life. A lot
Yeah.
of people get homesick. You know, AI was
Yeah, it's
always
a different-
surrounded by a lot of people that showed him love, which is why he always got that knock for always having a big entourage. So
Right.
I think with him, he may have got hurt, but I think he could have bounced back, in my personal opinion. But
He just came home.
Yeah, he was just kind of like,
Who-
at the time, he still felt like he was good enough to be in the NBA, which he was, really,
Right.
to me.
Right.
So,
Who are y'all excited to see in the Big Three?
um,
You can look up the thing.
I'm gonna say Andre
wanna see
Owens
what-
because he's a hometown
Hometown
guy. It's good to see a guy on that level
He did get picked
from the
second.
city that you
Yeah,
see.
man, got picked
I want to
second.
see what my boy Bonzi Wells
I
still
wonder
got
what
in
Bonzi's
the
on.
gas tank. I love, man.
Sharp McCants.
One of my first
Is Bonzi
OGs.
Wells from Indiana?
Yeah,
Muncie.
Muncie.
He should have been in that discussion earlier too.
We did.
Oh, we did. Oh, you did say it. Okay.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Bonzi was a monster.
That's one of
man.
my first. Man, he got me off the porch, man. That's one of my OGs. He used to have a tournament every year in Muncie at that park.
Yeah.
I remember I was like 15, 16. Some of the OGs, Chandler Thompson, and all those guys would come pick us up. Me and Aaron Hogg and Andre. we was the Young Bucks and go have us come play with them, and we were playing that tournament every year. So Bonzi was, and then also I had got recruited by Ray McCullum before I went to Southern Illinois.
Okay.
So I remember going on a visit and watching Bonzi play, and he went crazy. I mean, he had the gym sold out. The whole city came. He bring the whole city out.
Yeah.
Probably had like a 40 piece, like 40 and 10, something crazy. And I just remember being in aisle, like, oh yeah, this is where it's at.
Yeah,
you know
I remember when I first saw him, man. They played Tech. Like we were like in I think 8th grade then, and my cousin played for Tech.
Yeah.
Muncie Central. They were, I mean, dog, it was a dunk fest, man. It was embarrassing, dude. I mean, I feel sorry for my cousin, man, out there. I mean, Bonzi, man, just dunking on everybody, man. The whole team just dunking on Tech. Blew him out, man, by like 50.
Yeah, he's definitely in discussion. So I'm excited to see him, like I said, playing the big three.
I want to see Steven Jackson.
Steven Jackson.
Steven Jackson.
He always show love, too.
He still play.
He come back home and show love to the city.
He's nice.
And I want to see what Jermaine O'Neal going to do.
J.O.'s playing?
Jermaine O'Neal's on the team with Bonzi.
Oh, man, that's a tough team.
Yeah.
Who is on Iverson?
And then they got Mike James. Mike James, Bonzi, and
that's a
Jermaine
tough
O'Neal.
team. That's a tough
and
team.
I forget who the fourth guy is.
It is a tough team.
That's a tough team.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get Andre in here, man. Talk about the big three.
He'll be excited
We're
about
gonna
it.
talk about some stuff, man. But this has been a great discussion, man. Indy Hoop Fest coming July 8th through the 9th. Y'all definitely need to register. Get your people in there. Come on, how many people play basketball in this city?
Everybody.
Kids, parents, everybody play ball. So I mean, it should be a problem filling up to registration here. Just make sure that y'all use that code. Okay, what's that code again?
IHF
2017. Make sure that y'all register. Use the code to get 20% off. I'm definitely doing that. The 2,500 sound good. You know, I'm not coming in with the elite players, but I'm gonna come in and try and get me a piece of that. All the elite players gonna be taken up, I'm sure.
Hey, yo, on this conversation.
Hey, show the flyer, Ray, please.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all follow our Facebook page too. We're gonna be having some battles on there and some discussions about giveaways too. So we're gonna be donating some proceeds to charity. So we'll do a little run and try to figure out the top charity so we can donate some money back to them.
So tomorrow,
that's nice.
I'm gonna drop an article called "Best Player in the World." It's gonna be kind of like this conversation,
Okay.
and I want everybody to peep it.
Okay.
Okay.
Who is the best player in the world?
You'll see.
There we go.
I already know.
I think we know.
It's Steph Curry.
I'm interested in reading that to see why. That's gonna be the why. So thanks to the viewers. What we'd like to do is do closing remarks. This is where you guys just talk to the viewers about what you got going on, and just remind them and let them know what they need to do to get in touch with you. AJ.
Well, I have a lot going on, but none of that matters right now. Only thing I got going on is the 3-on-3. Where's the camera at? The 3-on-3.
Right.
The Indy Hoop Fest. I got artists performing. We got people out there. I got my boys coming in to dunk. If you missed this event, we got vendors. If you
Porter
missed this
Mayberry,
event,
shout out.
Porter Mayberry.
Shout out to Porter. Shout out to Jumpin' Joe. Shout out.
I want to see who can challenge him.
Yeah, so we got all these people coming out, man. It's going to be an amazing event. We're going to have Oceanaires there. We're going to have the Royal Family there. We're going to have King Kendall there.
Shout out Riddles, one of the best producers in the city.
Yes.
Shout out Debo.
Shout out Debo. We're going to bring Indiana, man. Like, I got a lot of stuff going on, but none of that matters because nothing's happening until July 8th and 9th. So shout out to everything at the Indy Hoops. And, of course, the Jungle. We still got that going. You going to come to the Jungle Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm out. You know, I'm everywhere. We all over the city. Indy Hoop Fest.
Nice.
And once again, that's IndyHoopFest.net. We're going to be adding on, until the event, we're going to be adding on, surprises and extra people that's going to be there.
Nice.
So stay tuned.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Hey, shout out to that logo. Look at that logo. Man, that
Man,
logo's
that
so
logo's
fresh.
dope, man. Yeah, man.
It looked like
Shout
me
out.
back in '99 when I was dunking over Pat.
Hey, I'm gonna test your memory though. We had a dunk contest at Warren.
At the Dunk Cave?
Me and JD had a dunk contest at night at Warren.
Okay.
A senior year, dog.
I had some tricks in my bag.
I was
so
getting
I
you
don't know
though.
about that.
No, man, I was getting
we all
you
don't
because
remember
Keisha Kinney came in the gym, man, and watched. I was getting
I
them.
think we're going to have to ask her some questions. I don't remember that because
I was getting them. 360, man, everything.
I had a 360 windmill in my bag of tricks.
Remember when we played at University of Indianapolis and we went up there and just was killing them and y'all was dunking on them?
Yeah, man.
All love.
That was,
All
man.
love.
Yeah, man.
All
That was,
love.
I was Steph Curry and boys then. Shooting from half court.
The hezzy.
Yeah, but thanks
With
for
the
having
pull-up.
us out, though, fellas, man.
sure.
I really appreciate it.
For sure,
yeah,
man.
man, yeah.
Thanks
All
for coming.
love, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
listen,
for sure.
Hey, listen, man, whatever we can do to, keep pumping you, man, proud
us
of
know.
y'all, man.
That's what this
just
is
keep
for.
going. Yeah.
Yeah, for the community, man. We want to
Yeah.
get these kids up out them video games. Come out. Get some exercise in.
Summertime,
have some fun.
man.
It's
That's
summertime. It's hot.
Man. What time does it start, man?
It starts Saturday, July 8th. It'll be the first game is 8 a.m.
Okay.
8 a.m.
Okay,
We
bet.
go to about 8 till
5.
each day.
Okay.
Bring your ice chest and some water. It's gonna be we averaging in the 80s right now. So.
We got drinks. We got water out there. We got drinks. So.
Bet, man.
Like you tailgating, son. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the viewers, man. One viewer wrote, "Can JD apologize for throwing me in the trash can?"
You still haven't apologized.
I mean, can I finally get a sorry, dog?
Okay, I'll tell you this. Pat's been my boy for years, man. My mom loves that man. He always asks about him. AJ, all them guys, same, vice versa. And I can apologize for him. As soon as if he can apologize for the bad words that he said to me, that is censored, so I can't say it because we live on air. But he know what that word is.
I apologize, man, for saying the B word to you,
man. And I apologize for throwing you into the trash. Man. Friends for life, bro.
All day,
65
baby.
pounds.
Oh, man.
Hey, man, all 65 pounds. Listen, man, look, and my mom is watching. Man, I got in trouble, man, for getting kicked off that team. Oh, my God.
Well, at least she knows the true story. It wasn't your fault.
Yeah, thank you.
Boy, Pat, they didn't want you all the way up to high school, man. Did that set it off?
High school was a whole different ball game, man. I was into all type of stuff, though.
We went to LN and I won.
But had an incredible college career.
Definitely.
But that's not that wasn't my fault. That was my mom's fault, man, for moving out west. At first, I went to Pike for like 3 months, and then I went to LN. Because I was getting into a whole lot of trouble at Pike.
You would have played at
Pike is like the factory for putting point guards.
I mean, I would have played it
to the NBA.
I would have played at LN too.
We didn't say C. Lee.
Courtney Lee, man. How do we miss? Yeah, Courtney Lee, man.
Mayfield Green, man.
Hey, I know what some other guys we might have forgot, man. We know y'all got game.
Chris Thomas,
CT,
OG, Courtney Lee,
man, all these guys.
Oh man,
high flyers.
So many. We got so much talent.
Shout out to Rodney Smith.
Rodney.
Cuzzo, what up, baby?
Rodney Carney.
Yeah, Rodney Carney. Mike Scott,
Slim,
deep.
Buckets.
They got deep talent.
Hey, we got roots, man. That's what I'm saying.
me and Tyrone was talking about that earlier. Like, yo, I don't know. One of the kids like, yo, the hot sauce cross you over, and I was like, man, he's more like scared of me, bro. And they was like, what? And Tyrone was like, look. We from Indiana, bro.
Listen, man. Listen, dog. Look, I promise AJ has been doing all of them damn dribbles since like 6th grade.
Yeah, that's what he does.
And one. Shout out to
the dunk cave, though.
And one.
Bring back the dunk cave. That's what we need to bring back.
Hey,
shout out to Addicts for winning that state championship this year.
Even though he's a LeBron fan, hey, I'm laughing at you right now. At least you won the state championship.
Right. We also gonna have the head coach Chris Hawk be a dunk contest judge out there at the event as well.
That's great.
We're gonna present him with a official annual Indy Hoop Fest trophy for winning that championship.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Putting Addicts back on the map. So much history came from that game.
Absolutely.
And they were talking about shutting Addicts down, but I guess those talks have ceased.
Yeah. It's funny. It's funny how sports
if they shut that.
It's funny how sports can save a school.
Right. Yeah. Right. That definitely did.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's
funny. Save how? Did y'all hear about Morsi? Morsi?
Mm-hmm.
Man, they let him. Well, they supposedly got rid of the whole. Like he was the AD there, so
athletic.
So they got rid of that. But he was at Howe, and like he literally turned that whole program around. So now he's not even there now, man. I mean he put that on Facebook too.
That's the challenge of these schools being bought up by people outside of this city. Entrepreneurs and big business owners are coming in and buying cities and turning them into charter programs, and they're losing control over just education, and local education. So hopefully we can that's what we need to do. We need to put a bid out there for people this local that can help out and put in money to buy these schools back.
And we need to
buy these schools back and take back over the education.
We need to make or buy our own.
They don't want me to be in any type of education.
Hey, look,
we're gonna need bail money.
No, it's gonna be. I mean, I've taught before. That's nothing. But I'm gonna teach what's right. They're not gonna like the things I'm gonna be teaching kids.
That's right, cuz bring back the dunk cave, man. Look,
we need the dunk cave.
Hey, man, I remember one day, man. It was me, AJ, Banks, a DB, and Ed.
in there just dunking.
Been just dunking.
Hey, speaking of dunks, what's up? Porter Mayberry's going to give us a video.
Soon.
Coming up soon. Porter
Nice.
Mayberry.
And hey, speaking of, shout out to Dom and Jetty. We got a hit that's gonna take set the summer on fire called Ballin'.
Nice.
We should drop it I'm gonna drop it soon and put a flyer the whole time on the video.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay. Let us know. Tag us in that. Anything new that y'all get for this thing that's going on or whatever, just tag us. This is what the gray area is for, is to change the narrative. You know what I'm saying? If you change the narrative, you change the nation. And we're individually obligated to make sure that we put out the best, the positive, and all this good stuff that we have going on. Right. It's just not put out enough. So
you go to the jungle,
appreciate y'all.
You're going to hear a whole lot of cussing.
Absolutely. Shout out to the jungle, y'all. Make sure y'all watch the jungle.
Where's Tat?
If you want that raw and uncut.
Hey, Tat is hilarious.
Hey, Tat said some funny stuff last night.
Why y'all be doing Terrencio like that, man?
It's so
Terrencio
funny,
gets y'all
they
light him up.
They treat him like Charlemagne.
He is Charlemagne, man. But Terrencio said somebody said he's the intern for the jungle. It was the funniest thing we heard about that. Tat is funny though. Tat said y'all can't be mad at. She said LeBron and KD did this. They both cheated on the test. LeBron cheated with the person next to him. KD cheated on the valedictorian. Y'all can't get mad because KD got an A and LeBron did.
That's crazy.
Shout out to Tat, man.
Tat,
T. Wills.
Nah, hey, listen,
Tat was giving me all that
feedback.
feedback.
I already win, baby.
Sunday at the game.
But
she tried to rob us for a point Sunday, Tat. We ain't forget about that.
That's
when I had to run off the next 20 points.
Nah,
and
Tat
give
looked
you
at
all
me.
my buckets.
Tat looked at me and JD on the bench, and we was chilling, and I guess we was up 15 or something. They start coming back. She was like, "Hey, Kyrie and LeBron, get back in the game."
Wow.
Man, start cooking.
Hey, man, I be relaxing, man. I try to average 15.
They want to let me shoot because everybody still look at me from back in high school. They forgot I evolved.
Who don't let you? I pass you the ball on 3 all the time. You hit
talking
like 4
about people
or 5
that we
threes.
play against.
Oh,
Yeah, I let them have about 5 threes before they start respecting. Hey, this ain't.
We gonna leave on this. JD got the ball and like the free throw line, like high post. Caught it, spent on him. Dude, he spent on a quick dude tries to come back. JD crossed. Yeah! Woo! I'm on the bench like, ooh. Then he hit the jumper and then looked at the crowd. What? He can't hold me. I said, ooh.
Hey, man, JD be having fans out there, man.
Where'd you get that from?
Man,
we played back in your bag.
When we played JD, man, he had a whole section.
Oh, yeah, every game.
I mean, and it was like cheerleaders.
Oh, yeah, that's my
he got cheerleaders.
That's my family, my friends, my family. Shout out to the Dearman Dog support team, man.
Dearmans, hey, shout out to the Dearmans, boy. They come out.
Yeah, we out
show
here,
love.
Man. That's what we do. We're a big family, man.
Yeah, man, it's fun playing.
We show love to everybody else too, man. That's a good thing about it, man.
For sure.
Ty coming back Sunday.
Good, we need him.
I just want to thank y'all viewers for tuning in with us. This is the Gray Area, and we just appreciate you guys so much for tuning in and sharing our live feeds. Just continue to rock with us. Make sure y'all support the Indy Hoop Fest. Go to indyhoopfest.net and sign up. Indiana is full of basketball. Even if you're not in Indiana, I know we got people from all over the country tuning in. Go register. Bring your behinds here. Come and get some of this money. And, we're going to show you nothing but pure love. So, indyhoopfest.net. And we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in.
Peace.
Hey, man, I got a funny real story,
though. Welcome to the Gray Area. The Gray Area Media. We've obligated ourselves to be the voice for all communities, speaking on topics that include community, religion, education, politics, technology, sports, health, and wellness. The Gray Area Media is a platform created by longtime friends for the sole purpose of providing our communities with the ability to voice current, past, and modern-day issues. The Gray Area, in its naming significance, solely speaks to the area in which people shy away from speaking because of media-based constraints or contractual-based obligations. Well, I'm here to tell you, we don't do that here. So please, stay tuned in. We're going to go live in a few minutes. Don't forget, please add us as a friend on Facebook so that you can follow our live feed. And not only that, please add us on Twitter and Instagram at The Gray Area Media. Please visit our website at www.thegrayareamedialive.com. Thank you.